Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. It means AEW Dynamite live tonight. We got all the action, all the reaction. It's going to be a fun one here at the Wrestling for Life Network. So make sure you strap in, strap on, click all those buttons, be a part of the fun, and make sure you get a part of that chat, folks. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is Wednesday, so it is AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts. Going to be a fun show tonight. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. Get in that chat. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. You put Hump Day in the books, Friday Junior tomorrow, and then the weekend is upon us. I hope everyone's doing very well. But me and that pretty face going to run you through a couple hours of AEW tonight. So be a part of the fun. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. And I will remind you, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and that is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I'm Big Nick, and yes, I know that it's normally a one-man show, my guy, and I'm in no way at all just getting close up so I can see potentially your evidence for anything, of wrestling court or anything like that. There's my client in action tonight, but yes, I had to be here for Blood and Guts, and because I'm personally scared, terrified, concerned, worried about what Darby Allin might do in this match.
They're bringing in the bus, Nick. They need to bring in a body bag. I'm starting to worry about. Right, Jeff Hardy ain't got nothing on what I'm about to do.
No, he's gonna come unleashed, and they're only calling it the most violent match in AEW. Like, no.
Dun dun dun. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, welcome, welcome, welcome. And yeah, we got about 11 minutes to the start of the show. We will be here live for everything that happens. Make sure you be a friend, tell a friend. If you're listening to my voice right now, drop this link anywhere they're talking about wrestling and have your friends enjoy the fun as well. But yeah, Nick, I mean, Blood and Guts. Then we got a couple other things sprinkled in there. We're getting Jericho, Suzuki, and what might be a very interesting situation.
I think the collective age of the match is over like 110. Excuse me.
Yes, that's true.
It's going to be interesting. I know I'm still kind of a fan of Murder Grandpa, even though he's kind of, the nostalgia starting to wear off. It is still cool. He's still talented and everything. But yes, like I said, I'm in no way, shape, or form getting, potential defense, material or anything like that with being here with watching Chris Jericho, who, I'll say this now because we're not in court, has been a fucking abysmal fucking AW
Anything you say can be used against you in a court.
Son of a, I'm trying to get here to collect evidence, and I might be perjuring myself here.
He actually might be adding evidence to the pile as we speak. So hang on tight. Dylan, welcome to the Four Lifeies. Welcome to the membership. Remember, folks, we do have members-only streams going live. Plus, we got all the little, symbols and stamps and stickers that you get. So be a part of the membership. And be like Dylan, join the club.
Absolutely. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. But yes, also on tonight, where do I have the card pulled up? There we go.
Mariah May debuting Glamour? Is that what it was?
Yes. And we've also got DMD taking on Hikaru Shida, and we're also going to be hearing from MJF. That is what they've advertised so far.
So pretty light schedule. I mean, with Blood and Guts, I imagine that's going to go for quite a while.
Does that, well, you talked about this. I can't remember what stream it was. Does this open the show? If that opens the show, what the fuck are we doing? Good night. We'll be here for an hour and then we're out of here.
Yeah, I might, my mind might blow a little if it does open the show. I can't imagine it's going to open the show, sir. But maybe.
Well, they did it with Osprey and MJF, and that seems like they did that because it retains the audience.
Now, did they do that no, because they generally put their main events in the opening match.
Yeah, well, it's been a terrible tradition that they do, but still.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I mean, I guess we'll wait and see, but I can't imagine it not being the main event, like giving them a solid 45 on the back half.
Yeah. But Mike brings up this topic, which I know we'll get to the chat here in a quick second. Shout out to 60 plus people already kicking with us 5 minutes deep here. But did you see this of the news? The NBA didn't want to sign with Warner Discovery.
I did see this. So, I mean, it's very interesting. I know a lot of the fans out there are, jumping up and down and rejoicing, but I mean, that's far from the answer that you need at this point. But yeah, very, very interesting times at WB.
Well, and especially with what I saw, and I don't want to, I saw it from Warner's count, I believe, that they were potentially going to pursue legal action or anything like that because they feel that they still have a right because of their contract to at least, stake a claim at this bid and everything like that, with feeling that the NBA is not even going to entertain it, is not honoring their current contract, which
interesting.
You fans to me are celebrating this like a victory, and they're reading the room wrong 100%.
Yeah.
To me, them showing that they're going to be committed to this and that they're going to fight this as much as they can is not going to leave a lot of money for AEW and a lot of room, especially if they have to outbid Amazon or anything to keep this. There's not going to be a lot of money in the coffers for some extra, for a bigger contract when it comes to AEW.
No, I mean, again, one doesn't necessarily correlate to the other. Could it, open a slot? Yes, absolutely. Could it make negotiations a little more favorable? Sure. But does that mean they're instantly turning around and handing you what they were going to hand them? No. So it's very interesting. Mixed reports about HBO Max and how that's going to work. Still not a very clear answer. Some people are reporting there's a deal in principle with Warner Brothers Discovery.
It's smoke and fucking mirrors. That's what it is. It's smoke and mirrors. It's keeping this narrative going that there's still a deal working in place that's going to be super great, but it's all smoke and mirrors to me.
No, and again, there's no clear answer, so you're not that far off. When there's smoke, there's fire. But speaking of fire, let's say hello to the people. Let's say hello to the chat. Rocco, welcome back. Did you know CM Punk's last WWE pay-per-view one-on-one match was Battleground 2013 against Ryback?
Oh.
I hope he has better results this time.
Yeah, I would hope.
Right. Damien, welcome back. The leader of the Hopium Tribe. Yeah, Royal Rampage. The winner gets a world championship match at Grand Slam.
I know that we've only made it 2 comments deep. Well, technically 4 because we clicked on some before. Yeah, I hate the pathway to get a title shot in AEW. You have to win some fucking stipulation, some tournament, some stipulated match. There's proof right there that they don't do storylines. I know some people are going to say, well, Hangman and Swerve, there's a storyline. But everything's a goddamn gimmick. Everything's a fucking tournament to decide a champion, decide a challenger and everything. And even then, so now you're going to have a challenger going at, is Grand Slam pre or post All In?
Post.
So you're already going to have a challenger that's going to be set up waiting in the wings before you even have the match at All In.
2 pay-per-views.
2 pay-per-views. Even worse. Even worse than what I was initially saying. So even worse.
So no matter what happens at All In or All Out, a person tonight, which will air on Friday, will be named number 1 contender for the 3rd match. That's crazy.
Is that where they give it to Osprey?
So Osprey's going to win a fucking random battle royal on Rampage to become the number 1 contender?
My guy, I'm trying to make sense. I'm trying to make chicken shit out of chicken salad or chicken salad out of chicken shit, my guy. It's so fucked up and so convoluted that I even said the fucking anagram or analogy fucking wrong.
What's up, Kevin? How you doing? Damien, again, welcome. Roddy, welcome back. Bradley, good to see the best one-man show on YouTube back at it again. Well, it's a 2-man show tonight. Yeah.
Now it's KJ and friends.
There you go. He usually hasn't been on SummerSlam since he has been with WWE. Rocco. Fair enough. That's for Rocco. What's up, Clay Lewis? Mike Awesome's back with us. No gyms. There you go. No gyms. No gyms allowed. Always blood, no guts. All right.
Well, doesn't this feel weird that this is on, again, free TV? This is not. Normally, this feels like would be attached to a premium live event. Sorry, they call them pay-per-views.
Right. Nick Bray, welcome back. He's got high hopes. I like it. Eric, as always, we start Wednesdays with nothing but positivity. Looking forward to all what could be a great show tonight. I mean, I already have one kind of problem, but other than that, all positivity, and we're hoping for the best. We hope they succeed. So welcome back, Eric. What's up, wrestling crew? Hope that Jericho's match is first in blood and guts. Jericho's match in main event, just to make my night.
Oh,
it's not. It should. It's going to open, which is
it could. The fucked up part is that it could.
It really shouldn't,
but it could. That's the terrible part. You could make a case that it could.
That's heartbreaking to think. AD and AZ, welcome back. Roddy, good to see you. Should we have future recap now? I'm running out of time, so I'm going to rapid fire some of these. But Jake's with us. Dylan, Odds, welcome back. Scott Rizzo, welcome. MGB says the champ is here. For now, you're going to have a lot of title defenses coming up.
Right.
Jasmine, welcome back. Dylan became a member. Christian's with us. Jessica's with us. I like it. Welcome back, Phil, as well. This list is getting long, folks. Keep it coming. We're almost at triple digits. I don't know. You see some names I missed. Dale.
No, I'm just clicking through because the one that you had up probably shouldn't have stayed up for that long. Bradley, what up? Kevin, what up? Phil, what up? Jericho is no longer the learning tree. He is the sleeping tree with dead branches. We'll be here tomorrow when we're here doing wrestling court. You could be on the side of KJ with that one.
Chris Jericho is going on trial tomorrow, folks. And I am looking forward to beating the living shit out of this man.
He's going to the whooping tree, is what he's doing. Man. Chris Jericho is fuck the learning tree. He's going to the whooping tree. He's going to go.
I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to play old clips of me freaking out every Wednesday.
Just have videos on fucking detail. Just and exhibit A, exhibit B.
Right. But yes, folks, 8 p.m. tomorrow night on Thursday. It's going to be a fun one. We're looking forward to that. We got more content coming. We're working on a bunch of stuff. I told you behind the scenes. So stay tuned for all that. Plus our first ever Progress Wrestling, double on my shoulder, which hanging out with Nick. That's how I feel sometimes. But,
hi. I didn't know they named the pay-per-view after me, but sure.
Right. Our Progress Wrestling debut. So we're looking forward to that one on Sunday. Breakfast with the boys.
Brandon, what up? Dope Dubs, what up? Kira, what up? Phil, I think I got you. Hi, guys. Yeah, 100%. Roddy, what up? Chair, what up? This list is still getting longer. Scott became a member for 12 months, a year, my guy, out the gate. As I've got the start of Dynamite, I've got the Cage Lower and Live Next, TBS. We've got the big bangers, so that should be a good lead-in. But Scott becoming a member for 12 months, thank you very much, my guy, of saying, hello, I'm going to Raw on Monday and SummerSlam the 3rd.
Yeah, I got Marvez in the back. What do you got?
I have Sheldon waking up from a dream.
Oh. Okay, let me know when you get Marvez up on your screen, sir.
Okay.
Nick and I are going to sync up at the start of the show, folks. If you want to do the same.
Marvez!
Nick's got Marvez. If you got Marvez, we're in the same spot. You got Osprey?
I do not have Osprey yet.
Osprey
right now.
All right, there we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dynamite is kicking off, and somebody has popped Osprey's tire.
What is?
It's a weird start to the show.
Just a wee bit. Like, I didn't know we were in the fucking John Wick.
Mm-hmm. Why was Osprey trying to leave? Anyone catch why Osprey's leaving the show to start the show?
Yeah, why is he getting the hell up out of Dodge here?
As he's taking Marvez's ride or rental.
Right. Hey, he's got Marvez with him, so we're just going to do a ride along with Osprey and Marvez. James Gordon, eat your heart out.
Right?
What the fuck? Why did we miss syncing up? Did anyone explain why the fuck that's a thing?
Yeah, anybody know why he left the show at the start of the show?
Right.
But ladies and gentlemen, Blood and Guts is live. We are ready to go, and we are going into a replay from last Wednesday. Osprey and MJF put on a classic.
They honestly did. I know we kind of nitpicked it a bit and everything like that. They put on one of the greatest wrestling matches of recent memory. This should be one of the contenders clearly for match of the year, if not an early strong favorite to win it.
Absolutely. Definitely jumps right in the mix. And again, another Osprey match, adding, what's slowly becoming the Osprey Award.
When we did the mid-year awards, folks, for the Golden KJs and everything, we had to avoid it just being the Osprey category.
100%.
Now I see, though, I'm sorry, I realized it in my brain of why they're doing the Royal Rampage thing next week. Now, granted, it doesn't need to be for a title shot, but or why they're doing it on Friday, because they've got the two rings together for
MJF got cheerleaders.
Rah rah shish kumar. Oh, hey, I can put the scarf back on now.
There you go. So we are opening the show with MJF.
I gotta get the new dark version, the 2024 line.
There you go. Your new international champion. What's up, Boston? How you doing? Joe Black's back with us. Philip Brown, TJ's in the house. Gordon's back. Ronan, holy hell. Dro Davidson, good to see you. TJ's 5 away from triple digits.
Donor Jesus. Well, we were 1 away for a quick second, but yeah, Ronan cheerleaders. And where was it? God damn it. Oh, Mike Awesome saying MJF presents Chase U. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Starting off with heat right away.
He's going to introduce a new belt because he's got something that looks very belt-shaped under a cloth on a table.
We're getting a new belt. Is a Burberry IC title. Seems fitting.
I'd be game for it.
Right. Shut the F up is being chanted by the crowd.
Well, it's interesting how it always started. You can see it start with like 4 guys, and then the whole crowd just kind of went with it.
Right? No, all right. I'm shocked to see you, Nick.
There we go. I'm shocked to be here as well.
Let's go. MDB letting you know what's up. 95 people. I want 95 likes.
Yeah, what are we at? We are, I need to refresh us.
Gordon,
we are at 66. We got some room to grow, my guy.
Let's go.
It was the most dominant victory. The man won it with 2 seconds. I like this of gonna just completely act belligerent, ignorant.
Yep. Digging in.
This is what he should have been even when he came back. Granted, they had to get rid of the dead weight that was the Undisputed Kingdom, but yeah. I'm glad they've course corrected.
Right. I think I can hear yours pretty clear.
Oh, sorry. Better?
Yep. What's your thoughts on Buddy? What's your thoughts on Buddy Matthews re-signing with AEW? This was a bit of a misnomer story out there right now.
Yeah. It's an old story that became new because of Twitter.
Yeah. He didn't exactly re-sign today, guys.
No, he's been re-signed. And again, I see a lot of people, and it's typical with dirt sheet shit, if they just reach because someone tweets a thing.
Absolutely. MJF telling the crowd to shut the hell up. And asking Will Osprey to come on out.
Now you just did he not? Was he not watching what happened in the back?
Of course he was. It's beautiful.
As notice how he's got a rock, flag, and eagle on the inside of his suit. By the way,
right.
This is for the workhorses. There's only been, he's what, the 3rd champ? You had, OC and Osprey?
Yep. Oh, what a joke.
What was that noise?
That's
not a goat showed up on TV.
Right.
I see what I did there.
That's the cousin of the Hawk Tui girl. That's what that was.
Right.
MJF the best. Yeah. So he's getting rid of this belt.
I mean, I'm not exactly more patriotic. Instead of they're going to make their own AEW US belt instead of the international belt. It's no longer going to be international talent. It's going to be US talent. He's going to be America. Fuck yeah.
He's going to be a domestic champion. Hawk Pukey. Ew. 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 Pac, O'C, Ray, Mox, Will, now MJF. There's the list.
Fair enough. I'm terrible.
In the garbage. MJF with a little Medusa.
Is that going to come back to haunt them? And I know I've said this before. WCW. I mean, I know it's not a different promotions belt, but it's your own belt.
It's Gonzo now. Yeah.
Oh, don't make him like fucking
super
political, pro-America shit.
All
like, when was MJF that?
Holy shit. It's a US title.
Honestly, it's not a bad looking belt, though.
Are you kidding me? That's aggressive.
America, motherfucker.
You call the Raw belt tinfoil and look at that and go, that's kind of nice. That don't give you
Ferrero as a US, as a mid-card belt, yeah.
That is the most patriotic Ferrero Rocher I've
exactly.
ever seen.
No, it's not Ferrero Rocher. That's the Raw tag belts. That is patriotic like a motherfucker. That's why the second he pulled the curtain off, I said it's America. That is not even America. That is America.
What does it say on the nameplate?
That's what I'm trying to think. What I'm trying to see. There's a British flag on one.
What the hell? Where's Moxley? Way worse than the original. Yeah, what happened to the nice belt they just threw in the garbage? Can we dust it off? I don't like that. It looks so. It just looks like a play belt to me now.
To be honest, they're all fucking play belts in this goddamn company.
Yes, but man,
I don't. To me, it's not even so much fully the belt. I don't like that we've randomly made MJF this super patriotic as fuck character when he's never been that.
Look,
as we got a giant flag with MJF and all the stars. I salute the flag. Take your fucking hats off, folks. Salute the flag.
He is going full patriotic.
MAGA. He's going full MAGA. Just say it. It's just, where's Hogan?
Oh, wait. Osprey's back.
What the fuck? You left the bit. That opening segment makes even less sense.
I'm so confused by any of this.
When did he become fucking Homelander?
You said horse shit.
Yeah. He called the shit poop.
Is MJF going to have Hulk Hogan as his new manager next week? What is happening?
I don't get the whole like American Patriot shtick. You didn't need that.
I don't. Someone help me understand. Go. What?
No, I was just gonna say. It says only country that matters.
Yeah, which I mean, again, a very bold choice to look for an anti-American sentiment from the. It's just a weird vibe for me.
To come off one of arguably the best matches, we're talking about earlier, what could have been arguably the clear front runner for best match of the year so far, and to make this a pro and anti-American shtick versus who's the greatest, it is just poor choice. Poor choice.
I just didn't see it coming. I really didn't expect it. And again, like this segment, like Osprey's on fire right now, folks.
But this would have been so much better if it's more of like, you only had me by this motherfucker. And it was more of like, you took me to the limit and you had me on that day, but 9 times out of 10, I'd fucking have you, bruv. if you had that versus when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
Yeah, we got red, white, and blue MJF, and the whole idea is it's the international title, and he's only he just
as
challenged
we're
them
now
all
we're
in.
pointing at the sign. Now sign pointing
All
is the
in.
thing.
Yeah, man.
This is setting up for the even bigger patriotic win of Osprey wins in Wembley.
Yep.
So that you get the huge pop because he goes over the American in the UK when it should just be based on who's fucking better.
They're digging into it's like I said, very, very interesting. But we are getting the match at All In, folks. And I expected Osprey swerve, Osprey MJF number 2. Let's go.
Oh, he pulled it out of the trash. So he's Mick Foley in it now. He's now the international champion and MJF's the US champion.
There you go.
He's got a streamer still attached to him. I mean, come on, Will. You worked in New Japan. You should be used to streamers in the ring. There we go.
Can anybody out there explain what the opening sequence was? Where was Will supposed to be going, and why didn't he go there?
Right, and why is he getting his tires slashed, and why is that criminal terrible enough to leave evidence?
Right.
Oh, I like this, though, of Maxwell, Jim Duggan, Freeman.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
The Elite's taking out Daniels and just I don't know what happened. What happened was
coin toss. Oh, they're rigging the coin toss. There you go. There you go.
Bryce, you stooge. And I don't get any of this whole fucking authority power struggle in AEW.
Because it hasn't made sense. But Christopher Daniels is out.
Is he just like frozen? He hasn't moved. He hasn't been riding his head. And
He's dead.
Right. No, but I would be and you have like Okada just like sneak a kick or something like that. Just do something. You got to act like the fucker's still breathing.
And
why is it Wentworth going for medical services? Or you just killed a fucking official.
Here comes the learning tree, folks.
Whoa.
Oh, here comes Smiles McGee.
Fucking lobotomy. Bro, you can't tell me this man didn't do the juice with the man. He's got he needs something for his chest. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Who punched his moves? What happened?
Kofi cave-in.
What happened?
Like I said, that's what happens when you do a lot of TRT and shit like that. And then he's now TNT instead of TRT.
You know, TIT.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. This is Russo's booking, Nick. There you go. What's up? 1, 2, 3 kid. MJF Hogan. Yeah, the All-American MJF. I love the learning tree. You shut your mouth.
Boston's on my side. Go Council.
Not another title belt. It's still the same belt. It's just been replaced. So
yeah, they got both WWE mid-card belts for the price of one. Which would you rather have, the WWE US belt or that US belt?
I love the WWE US belt.
The current one, I liked is the one that they had before that, where it had like a little bit of the flag on the bottom. It still had almost the same shape, but like it had the little stars and stripes underneath it. There it was like the background of it.
Yeah.
As I've got Murder Grandpa coming out.
Yes, we got Suzuki coming to the ring. Yes, we do.
Kahine.
Anybody jazz? We will take a prediction, folks. We take a prediction on every single match, and we do take a rating out of 10 at the end of the night. Who do you got? Is it going to be Suzuki or Jericho, and why do we care?
Yeah, do we get a British Bulldog moment here if somebody, takes a bump in the wrong ring here or anything like that? Because we've got the 2-ring setup.
We do have the 2-ring setup.
I like this stuff from Ken. As I'm just assuming a wrestling fan of X amount of years. I'm watching you guys instead of the match just to see your reactions. Thanks, guys.
Well played. There's a man that didn't need the learning tree.
Right. MDB saying U.S. title clears the old U.S. title by a mile. Shut up. I'd take the WCW U.S. title. Fair enough. Rick, what up? But yeah, we're still just waiting for some action. Anything. Honestly, anything.
The current U.S. belt is easily the best it's ever had. Yeah, okay. I like it a lot.
Nah.
The only good-looking belts in WWE are the Intercontinental and the SmackDown tag belt. No, but I like the U.S. I like the U.S. Mm-hmm. What's that?
I said the SmackDown tag belts they'll give you is we're starting off with the slowest spot already.
Yeah.
These two geriatrics still honestly are at this point that we've got to start off in the senior citizen home. It
looks like two old drunks that had a little too much at the beach, and now they're fucking smacking it out.
You remember when it was an episode of The Simpsons? Is it Abe Simpson fighting another older gentleman and everything like that over who created a cartoon drawing and shit like that? They're fighting at the bar and shit like that. This is what this is. This is, you disrespect the learning tree. That's a paddling.
Right. Tragically Jericho. That's how you wrote it. I know, Christian. I know how you wrote it.
Tragically needs a new hip instead of the tragically hip. Tragically needs a new hip.
Yeah, this match is a banger, all right. Bang your head off the wall. That's about it. Killing me, Smalls. Jericho is the Hogan of AEW. Jera Hogan. Hashtag Jera Hogan, folks.
It's been a thing. I don't get why people were doing Becky Hogan when Jera Hogan's been right there in front of us this whole time.
Now it's MJF Hogan, where I'm all confused.
It's MJF Patriot. He's out there. He's Mr. America, like when Hogan came out with the mask on.
Right. The spinner belt. No. We're still chopping.
Yeah.
I
remember. Did we accidentally slip on bum fights instead of this?
Who's entertained by this right now? If you paid money to sit in that building, if you're watching at home, who's entertained right now?
And I'm not. I'll just even say, if I'm not even saying you couldn't do even this spot or a variation of this spot, but you don't start the match with this spot. We just cut to the fucking middle of the match to start it off.
Shut up, Boston. I'm not even clicking on you. I'm going to put you in the penalty box. I'm going to put him in the penalty box so this match is over. KG is about to have a meltdown. You can't start the show with Jericho, guys. You can't bring him out early.
Would you prefer they end it? They didn't start it with it. They started with MJF.
Usually, almost every single week, Jericho is just after the in the second hour. It's good because I get a good positive run, and then Jericho
the albatross out the way.
Now they're starting it early, so I might not recover. But again, they're still not doing shit, and the crowd is not happy.
You know what I just realized? And I feel like a terrible human being for even faking this. And a bit, just fuck this match, by the way. But I'm going to talk about this.
Oh, wait.
No, we have Biden out there that's going to address the U.S. and everything about him stepping away out of, hold on. Let me finish my thought here. From the election of that. And what happened to start off the show at 8:00 is MJF pro-America, pro-fucking, drops the flag down in a Florida-based promotion. I'm not saying nothing, but it seems interesting they're the type of shit that would do some shit like that. Just saying. Just throwing it out there so when Twitter goes off about it in 2 hours' time, you know where you heard it here first.
Right, they're still chopping.
That's why I don't care about this. I'll talk about anything else. We can talk about this first segment. I still want to know where Marvez is after all of this shit.
They're chanting "Fight Forever."
Why?
What it would like? Shut up.
Honestly, it is. what fucking idiocracy are we living in right now with this? They have literally done not an offensive maneuver besides a fucking chop. If you were playing WWE in 2K Universe or whatever, you'd get a fucking 1-star match for a fucking dull ass match. They have not hit. They're just spamming A. They're spamming A. They're spamming X.
I don't get it. I don't get what, and I honestly feel like if you change the initials, the three letter acronym in front of the show tonight, people would be losing their shit.
We went all the way from ding ding to commercial break without a single offensive maneuver outside of a chop not being hit. It's been nothing but chops for literally the time from ding ding to picture in picture.
Absolutely. As we go into picture in picture, folks, and the match kind of rolls on, we literally have two men in their 50s just slapping each other. It's really interesting that this is what's on right now. And if anybody would like to convince me that this is worth my time and or fucking patience, I am all ears, because it just, dude, I am going to obliterate this man in court tomorrow. And if you guys don't know,
Chris,
if you are just tuning in, we are doing the trial of Chris Jericho tomorrow, 8 p.m. Wrestling Court. It will be back, episode 4. Go check out the first 3 episodes. Plus, we got a lot coming your way, folks, including a whole lot of live streaming, a whole lot of new things for the channel, or returning to old things. Nick,
big things popping, little things stopping up to something season never sleeps. And you might see some, 6'12" faces on the screen and everything like that. But you can have that even what I'm mad at. What I'm mad at is this fucking bullshit.
They're still chopping. They're still chopping. I'm
gonna have a 1-3 record. Thank you, Chris, for this, because of fucking court. I think the one thing I won was because of CM Punk, who I'm choosing to lose, and has been a thorn on my fucking side. But I still think this is stall. This is stall tactic, because this is the same company that has publicly sat there and said they were going to stall to avoid the end of the NBA Finals. Remember that? So this is stall tactic.
This is one of the most atrocious things. You come off the heels of one of the best hours ever in your programming history, and the thing you come back with the following week is this absolute dumpster fire of a situation.
My 3-year-old niece can lay in chops fucking stiffer than Chris Jericho can. Just saying.
Chop doesn't work for me, brother. This character suicide. It's not, KJ. What's not? Context. I have even no idea. The chopping tree. I've seen less chopping on a fucking episode of Hell's Kitchen. The fuck is happening with this shit? Chopping.
Get to the chopper.
Chopping. They're slapping meat.
Right. I know I said I want beefy boys slapping meat. I didn't say geriatric boys slapping meat. Scott saying, I need to be the judge for the trial of Chris Jericho. No, you're a witness. You can be a witness. Anthony's going to be playing judge here. KJ's normally judge because he tries to be the most partial, but he just apparently needed to come down and give me and Jericho this ass whooping. I'm getting paid handsomely to be Chris Jericho's attorney. I'm just going to say that.
Jericho popped an implant. One more chop. I'm turning this shit off.
Turn them off. Just keep us on. We'll keep you abreast of the situation. And so will Chris.
Last year we had the purple pack. Now we have the saggy.
Oh, no, he's bleeding from somewhere.
Yeah, Russian, bro.
He literally popped a titty. He popped a titty.
Oh,
he's got
a botch a spot.
Bro, he sold the chop before the chop happened. -5 stars.
Still wrestling in his prime, ladies and gentlemen. Still giving us quality.
And I'm saying this outside of trial, and I'm on the money man, so I can't be held liable. This is the same man that said, if they tell me to retire, if it feels like the fans are telling me to retire, I'll retire. This is the same man who had crowds chanting at him, saying, please retire.
Yes. No, this is insane. And again, anybody that wants to convince me that this is quality programming of any kind, wrestling or otherwise, look, everything looks like shit. Everything's fumbled and bumbled.
Some fights.
They chopped for 20 fucking minutes.
This is Hakuya on professional wrestling with this, respectfully. The man popped the fucking titty. He's out here. We've got a bloody nipple for no fucking reason.
Suzuki putting his hand in a chair now. And look, the ref is literally just standing there.
And it's only fitting that Aubrey fucking Clydesdale Edwards is the one reffing this match, because I say nay to this whole situation. Pillmanize the forearm of
Concerto to the hand. And the crowd's going.
And it's FTW rules, so this allows for this bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting the blood and guts, and this is the guts before the blood.
Sounding like fucking Harry from Harry and the Hendersons. Who's going to be the learning tree executioner? Listen, Darby's got a blowtorch. Like, I'm all for it. A flamethrower.
I'm fearful for what this man's going to have happen. I'm trying to find that literally the wound on Jericho. That's not just he popped a titty.
More chops than a steakhouse.
Yeah. Chris Jericho is the Steven Seagal of wrestling. He thinks he's a badass, and he's somehow managed to convince people that he's a fucking badass when he is the absolute drizzling shits.
No, this is like a drunken uncle brawl. Like, it really is. You said bum fights was perfect. Meltzer watching this. Hey,
5 stars. I saw somebody actually put this out of, do you think of, we can talk about this probably more in a commercial, but the potential of AEW's become Meltzerized, and because they've been so attached to Dave Meltzer that they've turned people away because of that.
And not only that, but also that's, code breaker. Oh, one count. A
1 count after 20 minutes of chops and a code breaker. My eyes! Like, we've gone from the best of times to the worst of times.
Now they're on their fucking knees, man. This is... I can't. I'm breaking, dude. I'm breaking.
Just end it!
They're not even... Don't show the aerial view.
There's only been one other time that we have ever walked away from a stream, and it was when the Invisible Man was fighting the Invisible Stan, and right now we're getting close to this fucking point. I know I talked about it last night with Jenna Morasco taking on Charmel and TNA to the only minus 5 stars match. We've got a new challenger. A new contender has entered the fucking domain.
Oh, wait, no.
He literally has a fucking pec that's like caved in.
Why did that happen? Why did you allow that? Boston Crab, that was a weird spot. Boys, you have to understand.
No, this is the Lion Tamer. Remember, it's no longer the Lion Tamer's actually to where he actually got any sort of extension or did the knee in the back or anything to where it actually looked impressive. This is just a Boston Crab. Sorry.
It's a Boston Crab. I will not call it a Lion Tamer anymore. I don't give a fuck what they call it. Real wrestling, enjoy this. You know what, Boston? The truth is, I ventured into enjoying this, oddly enough. Is now it's just so ridiculous I can't help but laugh.
It's gone so bad, it's good. Oh, bro. Oh, it's so shit to see the Judas effect when you see Andrade and people do it better. And that's who wins it. He wins it on a low blow and a Judas effect. Excuse me.
The man that got a 1 count, he got a 1 count 3 minutes ago on a code breaker, and that shitty looking back elbow just ended the murder grandpa. Jesus Christ, that could have not ended fast enough. Thank God. Oh, Suzuki's up.
He's back up instantly.
Like a horror
that's
movie.
That's going to be the only. Get a good look at that, because that's going to be the only visual that they use in this match. Is going to be Suzuki standing behind Chris Jericho like that, because everything else was trash.
Josh Piledriver.
This was a 2-pack of ass.
And we're going to get a rematch? Like, what the hell are we doing?
What is there to rematch?
Oh, Bounty Hunter is back to 100%. He's got the sling off, Nick.
Yeah, and we've got Big Bill. So now we're gonna get Suzuki's gonna replace
the wrestler.
Yeah, Shibata's coming out. So that's what I was saying of Suzuki's gonna just replace Joe in a 6-man match.
Oh, Shibata gonna come in from behind.
They're very clearly coming from behind because they took too fucking long. Fucking production with this goddamn show sucks ass.
Right.
Now Hook's gonna come from the front and he's gonna sit there and be coming out.
Why are you doing this to me? What did I do to you, Tony Khan? Why did I have to sit through that fucking match and then it's got a bleed over? It's got more. You couldn't have just ended that match and let us go home.
Because it's a Chris Jericho chest. It bleeds over.
You had to have a. So now we're not.
Yeah. Here's going to be where Hook comes out and he's going to come behind Chris and he's going to choke him out.
Are they going to have like
6-man and all in?
Are they going to have a stadium stampede at Wembley? Like, is that what's
going to happen? 6-man.
A 6-man? Like, really? Are we dying for this match? What are we doing? You have so much talent that you are not using. Where's Malachi Black? Where's Ricky Starks? Where is the other people? Now, I know Malachi's injured before someone corrects me, but you know what I mean, folks. Where are the people we're not seeing? They just took up a half an hour of that goddamn show. What?
You didn't even get Hook. Now we've got Willow out here. The brightest spot so far of this show, we're a half hour in, and it's Willow.
Stad jumps Willow because
we just get jumped from the front, by the way. Like, you don't see someone running in your general direction.
Right. Now, we just had a brawl and a spillover, so let's follow it up with
a brawl and a spillover.
Let's go.
Redundancy.
So Stad is going to go after the CMLL championship.
I will say, though, Stat, how you doing? Granted, Willow too as well. How you doing? But yeah, Stat. I got the horses in the bag.
Suzuki is part of a Contra faction in MLW. Why not do a full crossover? I'm not a fan of wrestlers working multiple promotions and not carrying on the gimmick. I agree with that too, though. We've talked about that before. Alex Shelley, Blake Christian, completely different people on the indies when they're working with their actual promotion.
Yeah, I also had no idea, actually, that Suzuki was part of Contra and MLW. And to answer Small Mark, I'll say MLW doesn't work well with other companies.
No.
They don't do partnerships well with other wrestling promotions, a la lawsuit WWE.
This match does not deserve stars.
That is I want to star that. Where was that? Where was Damien's comment? This match doesn't deserve stars. I need to star that because that is the most damning statement I feel in the history of this channel. Of the man that is the leader of the Hopium tribe is out there saying this match doesn't deserve stars. That was just awful. You took the smile off of Damien, Tony Khan, and now I gotta fight you. Is
it this bad? That's what the next thing that's going to come out from Meltzer is that Jericho's purposely putting on bad matches to upset the people.
And you purposely report bullshit, Dave, just to upset the people? Is that what we're fucking going for here? Sorry, no, you're good. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a commercial break. We are rolling through the first portion of Dynamite. Man, I hope there is only up from here. I hope is the motto we got. But don't forget, tomorrow we are back for Wrestling Court, the trial of Chris Jericho, and could not be more fitting with that opening, diabolically horrible, gigantically time-wasting garbage that we just had to sit through. But we will be here for that trial, 8 p.m. tomorrow.
I mean, it made good content for us, and so hopefully this trial made good content for us and everything.
No shit. But Friday, we got SmackDown. We might have a little House of Glory. We got a little bit of Ring of Honor and Rampage. A whole lot going on Friday. Saturday, we got Collision. Sunday. We are here for Breakfast with the Boys Bacon Club going live as we cover Progress Wrestling, our debut with Progress. We're looking forward to it. They asked us to jump on, and we obliged. And then we are coming back Sunday night. Yes, we're doing 2 shows on Sunday. Coming back for Bloodsport. So be a part of all the live streams. Be a friend. Tell a friend as we are coming back out of this commercial break. And I quickly want to see. We just saw Big Cass, 7 foot tall. You can't teach that. Well, we got a 7 foot tall gentleman. You just saw
6'12". Get it right.
6'12". You just saw him take on Roderick Strong on Rampage. Wrestling for Life Network sat down with Big Trouble, Ben Bishop. The man is on fire right now. He's dropped some exclusives in the interview and a lot of fun chatting with this guy today. So look forward to that coming out. An absolute stud that's just digging in and doing his thing. Do not miss that interview when we put it live.
The pillar shaking and earthquaking 6'12" giant, my guy. 100%. He's 6'12" and you can't teach that. But yeah, I'm surprised you didn't sit there and ask him about how it was being a goalie for, the Stars and the Lightning and everything.
It was on my list, but we went so, the man is such a good talker. We went longer than anticipated, and that was one of the things that got bumped.
Fair enough. You had to ask. You had to move past on the NHL days here. But yeah, 100%.
Off for Jarrett, but Jarrett is interrupting a Brian Danielson and interview.
Well, it's just so fitting though that you point out about Jeff Jarrett and everything like that, to where even Jeff Jarrett's putting Ben Bishop over. We literally had to move the interview around and everything because the man had to hit me up and saying, "Hey, DDP wants to work out with me. Can we move some things around here?" So, like I said, big things popping, little things stopping. Up to something season never sleeps, my guys.
Absolutely, Nick. As Jeff Jarrett, this is heartfelt. This is interesting.
This got to be about the Owen.
Okay.
Yeah, you know exactly what he means to me. The
sentimental rub. Yeah, the sentimental rub.
You're getting a sentimental rub to the guy that's already got the sentimental rub that's already on his way out here. What are we doing? Give the sentimental rub to a guy that's still going.
Right.
Just saying.
Well, it's Jeff Jarrett one, and I don't think Danielson needs the rub.
I don't know. Maybe he needs a rub and a tug.
This whole first hour feels like just time killing. Like it's just
I said this before, and I swear by it because I remember we argued about this and talked about this. This is the same company that sat there and went out of their way and said, we might move things around because of the NBA Finals to avoid a conflict. I think there's obviously a big discussion, a big discourse going on right now in the US on television. So maybe they're clearly moving shit around and having shit be a filler till after that.
That is
till Sleepy Joe's in bedtime.
That is chicken shit booking.
This is a chicken shit company. Sorry.
Hey,
I know we're supposed to be positive, but I'll say that.
AJ and Nick strongly just said an eliminator match for the. Oh, come on!
Fuck off! I hate the word eliminator at this point because of these goddamn matches. Sorry.
6-12, absolutely. Briscoe is going to go crazy. Not sure the context.
Probably blood and guts.
As here comes Britt Baker. Someone said main event. There's no way this is main eventing. Britt Baker taking on Shida, who I didn't realize has been heelish lately. I don't even know what that means.
Ish.
We really do cover everything. No shit.
Yeah. We've already got fireworks shooting off for MJF announcing his U.S. title.
Right. The celebration is kicked off at Nick's house.
Apparently, we're out here. America. Fuck yeah.
MJF versus Osprey match is happening. Was that the number one contender match? Pac won. Forgotten. Hey, touche. It was forgotten about me up until you said it. I forgot about that. How are they working that all out?
Yeah, shit. Well, again, we argued about this initially. When every fucking match is a goddamn stipulation bullshit and everything. to get to a challenge versus an actual story?
That's a good question.
I don't normally be here, so I didn't remember.
No, I mean, again, that's geez, why is that not the case? We've been getting a lot more Jarrett lately. Yeah, because of the Owen. And then they ruined that too.
Can I just read a review already of the Chris Jericho and Suzuki match here? What you've just performed was one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever watched. At no point in your chopping, incoherent selling were you even close to anything that could be considered to a rational match. Everyone in this room and on this stream is now dumber for having watched to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
There you go. Well played. Well played. And that's how I feel. That's in a nutshell how I feel. As folks, get your predictions in. Who you taking? Britt or Shida? And why is it Britt?
When did Shida become like Agent Kabuki 47? Like, why is she out here and like she's got like the holster shit? I feel like she's about to draw.
New look, new vibe, I guess.
Well, she's the heel, remember?
Yeah. The Tony Storm feud still happening. I believe that's another match for All In as well.
Yeah, this is, remember, we've got Mariah May is debuting Glamour tonight.
That's right. Roll up. Roll up.
Right.
DMD for the win. Anybody taking Shida? Does Monet come out?
Well, does she do the Sting mask spot like Britt did?
Yeah, right. Just in reverse. Like, do you think you start to know that there's one person with a Sting mask on in the front row? What are the odds?
Hey, aren't you retired? Why would I go up to you? What the fuck are you doing here?
You guys are about to help expose Progress Wrestling to a whole new audience. That's the hope, Mike. That's all we ever want to do with our interviews, with the live streams. We just want to bring the audience together, and we watch all the wrestling because we want to appreciate all of it. At times, we have our leans or our thoughts, and some people want to think it's biased, but we literally wanted the wrestling utopia. So we're looking forward to Progress. It's a little early in the morning, so we'll see how we make through it. But yeah, we're looking forward to blowing the stream up and having a whole new group of people, lay eyes on Progress Wrestling.
Yeah, well, that's even though, like you said, we've always wanted to be kind of this, mecca of pro wrestling here. If we watch Wrestler Revolver, House of Glory, TNA, X, Y, and Z, GCW, we've had, GCW guys down here and everything like that. Even though it might be minor KJ's opinion on this, that, or the third or whatever, but we still entertain the chat and we'll still have that back and forth in that discussion, even amongst ourselves about everything. We understand nobody's opinion on wrestling is perfect. We're just willing to entertain everybody's ideas.
For the most part.
Well, within reason. Within reason.
We got limits. Stay within them.
We got the bumpers, like when you're bowling with children at a birthday party.
Right. But we are back in a picture-in-picture, by the way. Shida is in control of Britt Baker at this time. Shida equals Tommy Dreamer.
Interesting. Oh, why? Because of the kendo stick? That would be the only connection I think I would make.
Yeah, I guess. But then you could say Sandman.
Yeah. Well, no, there's no beer pouring. It'd be sake. It'd be sake.
Fair.
Was that a chinchilla fur coat?
It might have been.
She's Cruella de Vil.
Right. I could see Monet either coming out. I don't see Britt losing this. I think she gets the win. And then after the match, shit happens just like the last match. Anybody else upset still? Because I'm still thinking about the fact that now we're going to get Suzuki and company against Jericho and company. We're just going to keep running this out. Like, what are we doing?
I'm upset that honestly, Hikaru Shida has been so much of to an extent, an afterthought, like a third wheel, with this. So, like throughout the history a bit of the AEW women's division, of ton of talent, she's honestly one of the best homegrown talents that they've kind of really introduced to a lot of people, and she's still kind of constantly just this kind of third wheel. She's becoming a la Thunder Rosa. And sadly followed up by a la Deonna Purrazzo, Taya Valkyrie, of really talented women that they have and they just fail to use.
Yeah, and I know they just kind of did a thing with Taya, so with Deonna and Taya together. So, I mean, again, maybe they'll double up and we'll get both of them on TV. But yeah, I mean, again, the women's division needs more attention, needs better, stories, angles, needs a better vibe, a better feel to the women's division. We don't get enough of it. And I mean, I got no issue with this match between Britt and Shida right now.
Fair enough. As we're in picture, I would watch Progress if they didn't leave WWE Network, and if that wasn't just on mobile. Is it just on mobile? I don't think it's just on mobile.
I don't know. I don't think so either, but yeah, we are watching it on Progress Plus.
Here, I will go and I will double check and I will report back.
There you go.
If it's just on the mobiles.
Absolutely. Nick taking a pause for the cause, folks. And as always, on a Wednesday, we are rolling through Dynamite tonight. Britt Baker on the outside as we come back from commercial break. Shida in control. Keep that chat going. I still see us in triple digits. Let's keep that number up and let's keep it rolling tonight. It's definitely not just on mobile. Thank you, Stoner Jesus. May the blunt be with you if I didn't say that earlier. Neck breaker. I love some Shida. She deserves more. I like Shida a lot. Like, I wish Shida got some of the attention, and I know she was champion too, but give her that Rio treatment. That's where you should have been putting your effort in Shida, not Riho. As Britt breaks out the glove. Say that 3 times fast. I have no idea, Michael. I thought it was Rio, but I don't even know if that's true. The crowd's got good energy tonight. I will give you that. Even big parts of the Jericho match, the crowd made a surprising amount of noise. We get a German. It's definitely got that one. DMD for the win. Does Mercedes attack? I think Britt will get the win, and she'll probably get jumped after the match, or at least they'll exchange words. Don't be sorry, Mega. Never be sorry. As Britt's in a guillotine, not looking good. I would love to see Shida versus Sky. I'm down. Let's go. The fans got free beer at the gate. That's why. There you go. It's got to be something, Mike. It's got to be something. They're feeling good. 100%. It blows my mind. Pretty good match, back and forth. Big forearm by Shida. Great with a super kick. DMD for the win. Imagine your Rampage and the Ring of Honor talent that have the record. Your match after the Blood and Guts match. Crowd's going to be dead. Yeah, it's going to be a tough sell. Smile mark. Be curious to see how many people stick around after Blood and Guts. We got a few twos. Watching Mercedes is almost as bad as watching Becky. Interesting. That's a funny debate. I don't mind that thought. I have less of an issue with Becky, but I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan. So very interesting point. Britt going for the crossface. Shida is the best part of this match. Britt's good too. Britt's doing well. I'm not sure why this match is happening, pal, but I don't hate it. It's way better than the last match we got. This is definitely match of the night so far. This commentary, it's dead. It's nothing. They are terrible. Folks, that's why the alternative commentary that we provide exists. It's another one of the wonderful reasons. They are fucking horrible. They're not even paying attention to the match. Another 2 count. The match that never ends, folks. Adam, not 22. Jericho Suzuki and a loser retires match. Ends with both men. Perfect. A simultaneous disqualification. Let's go, Adam. After what we just saw, I would vote 100%. Oh, Shida goes for the finish. Counter. And Shivani cheering for Britt. Still creepy and weird, folks. Still creepy and weird. And Shida taps out. So Britt Baker with the W. Mercedes' problem is her attitude and her CEO gimmick. Nobody likes it. Yeah, but you know what? It's okay because it does work okay as a heel. AEW should have never put Mercedes over Willow. I agree with that. We all saw Mercedes as a heel, not a face. But now that she's taking on Britt, like if here she comes. So second match of the night, both matches with something happening after the matches. But here is your New Japan Strong and your TBS champion. And she's trying to talk over the music. It's not going well. Shivani is bad for AEW, in my opinion, when I hear him. Not just Shivani, in all due respect, and I hate to knock anybody's hustle, but Excalibur is terrible. He is absolutely terrible. So there you go. We're getting what would be better than the CEO versus DMD. Oh, she said no. She said no. Tony Khan needs to be on air as a heel authority. I suggested that a long time ago, Michael. Oh, wait a minute. Camille. Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné has a heater. Camille is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Your former NWA Women's Champion looks like she's going to be working with the CEO. I don't dislike it at all. As Britt Baker is being dismantled in the torture rack. Down goes Britt. Finally. This isn't bad for Sasha at all. These two working together, I don't hate it, guys. I want Camille to be my bodyguard too. But ladies and gentlemen, Britt Baker has been taken out by Camille, who has aligned herself with Mercedes Moné. Spoken into existence. Finally, we got it. Long awaited debut of Camille. Yeah, man, that works for me. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea who Camille is. She's the longest reigning NWA Women's Champion of all time, I do believe. Great resume. Highly anticipated. She had conversations with NXT. The rumor was she had decided to go to AEW and has been waiting a few months, to say the least, to finally appear. It's long overdue, but man, that worked. Especially with babyface Britt and the crowd's right behind Britt. That worked. I can't hate on it, guys. That was one of the best things for the women's division. I'd rather see Britt versus Camille than Moné. Fair enough. One day. Yay, that's funny. For me, Mariah May is keeping me watching AEW. She's doing more for the women's division than Mercedes. She has been. But again, I mean, you got Tony and Mariah. Not bad. It's got a good story. it's had its flaws, but at the same time, they're building something. Now you got Britt and Mercedes. That's not bad. If some of your secondary storylines could be a little bit better, a little bit stronger, a little more exposure weekly for the women's division, it would help. But there are things kind of shaping up there. Like, I got to give them, I got to stop breaking stuff, but I got to give them some credit on that for sure. I mean, that's definitely an improvement to some regard. Camille with Mercedes works very well for me. Camille in the house. Jackie agreed. Mike Awesome just asked the captain about Tennille. I'm glad that Camille something. Jamie Hayter will join back with Britt. That sounds possible, Mike Spikes. Especially a potential return at All In. Yeah, okay. I could see it. She held the Burke. I think you meant to say something else. The belt. This is what I've been asking for. Damien's pumped. Anytime, that's what we're here for. The GOAT and the powerhouse. The CEO being an irritating, arrogant, sniveling heel works. Giving her Camille, who's not. Now, I don't know if she's improved, but the last time I saw Camille, she might not be the best of promos. So she comes in as a heater. It works. It fits the, Shawn Michaels Diesel vibe. It definitely is a strong choice. Now, can they make it compelling? Could someone like Jamie Hayter help DMD? As here we are with your new trios champions, the Patriarch. If you didn't know, Christian Cage, Nick Wayne, and the Dinosaur. As Christian Cage holding on to all three belts. Nick Wayne's going to be in the Royal Rampage. Camille gives Hayter a reason to return to ADMD. Absolutely, smile mark. Now we're getting a Nick Wayne promo. That's what I needed in my life. Bring your mom back. Where did your mom go, bro? Wait a minute. This is so random. Nick Wayne is picking a fight. That is crazy. Dude, he's been gone so long. No one cares that your dad is dead. The fuck? Yeah, there you go. Get Nick Wayne off my screen. No, not much of an actor. Yes, she is. Like the stream. Let's go. Thanks, guys. Don't do it in the Jericho voice. I don't want to hear anything about Jericho anymore. As here comes Pac. Did anyone know we were getting a Pac match? Who's Pac fighting? Where's your mom at, Nick? Who the hell was that? Man, it's bothering me that I couldn't. Jordan Oliver is better than Nick Wayne. They're both good. And they would both do really well in something like Ring of Honor. Damn it. I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, was that Kip? That was Kip, right? Okay. I haven't seen him in so long. All I could think of was Penelope Ford when he came on screen. That's all I could think about. Sorry, dude. Got Pac for the win. Who is Pac fighting? Oh, one half of the Iron Savages, I think. Camille was the bodyguard for Thomas Latimer in AEW. Yeah, she definitely played a very strong role. I didn't know we were getting this match. Speaking of not knowing.
Speaking of strong roles, I guess. I don't know, but I think you nailed it on the head. Camille shows up, and we've talked about this. If she's the heavy, she's the Kevin Nash, she's the Diesel to HBK with Mercedes Moné with this. And I didn't even fully think about or encapsulate the Jamie Hayter return, and that works best if you have her return at Wembley because you're guaranteed a pop. Because I worry, as much as we were all, sipping on the haterade before she got injured, it's been that long. If she shows up in, Little Rock, Arkansas, I think it might be more crickets than it would be at Wembley.
Interesting. It's Pac going up to the top. Drop kick. It's a weird match.
Well, this is, big guy versus little guy.
But again, in typical AEW fashion, the little guy just dominates the big guy. It's not even like a fair
There's
match.
No back and forth. There's no work from underneath. There's no.
It's look like Brainbuster, like dominant. The little guy dominated the big guy.
And not even an offensive maneuver. And is it interesting that they were wrestling in the other ring, by the way?
I think they're trying to avoid Jericho's blood because who knows what you get.
It's got Hep C, A, B, and X, Y, and Z.
Lucha Bros coming up now, but why? Are we finally going to get a match that doesn't have a spillover? And what is happening with Pac's title shot?
Is this really the best Team AW? Has Darby literally looking like he's Dave LaGreca with Sting's face paint? Like if Dave LaGreca fucking Halloween costume Sting, I'm starting to think that's what Darby looks like a little bit. With this fucking pink fluffy coat.
Right.
Bro, you lost. Shut the fuck up. Like, why are you trying to act like you're the tough guy here? You lost the last match. Shut your bitch ass up. Sit down and shut the fuck up. You're a loser. Oh, you're a loser, baby.
Team Elite for the W. I got Pac.
But why that's the thing is you're selling dissension already. Oh, should I get the Max Caster chain on? I'll get the Max Caster chain on.
There you go. Why are they selling dissension? Like we're gonna get heel Darby.
Why are they selling a dissension on a team I already don't care about?
Yeah, look, like the team AEW is not getting along, but Briscoe about to steal the show here.
By the way, I saw, and I don't know if it was recent or if it was an older video that I just happened to see, but I saw Mark Briscoe getting to see him and Jay's, like the Briscoe brothers action figures that they did, to where they do like the super like elite version or whatever. It's where like super realistic. And he opened it like and revealed it like with his mother and like Jay's family and everything like that. And that was just really heartwarming. Like Mark Briscoe deserves so much better than what he's gotten in AEW.
As he is firing everybody up.
He's the glue that keeps fucking pro wrestling together at this point.
That's a maybe hyperbole.
Perhaps.
I don't think Mark Briscoe is that at all, unfortunately.
I know it's probably an overstatement, but I do think that he's very much. You don't think that he contributes anything?
When he's there, he contributes, but he's not a very impact. Like,
he's a victim of circumstance, much as most of this roster is.
As here comes the glamour, Mariah May, with a belt and a shoe.
Yeah, well, it's got to see now. If this is the shoe that you dug into Tony's scalp, do you not have a little blood on the heel? Do you not have it's suddenly got a red heel for some reason?
Oh, she's having a match. There's more matches.
I thought she was just coming out to address. I was waiting for Tony Khan to speak or for Shivani of say it, bitch.
Just
speak,
like
bitch.
Yeah, no.
She's so good though, and granted, for everyone that's surprised about this heel turn, what were you watching? What were you paying attention to? The writing was on the wall. Who is she facing?
Doesn't matter.
She's facing fucking Demon Diva right there.
KJ and Nick, I somehow made it. I'm busy, but I figured I could react to some of this with you. Braden, welcome. Thank you for making it. We appreciate it. Dope Dubs, good to see you. Okada standing tall at the end of the show. Divide and conquer. You're all dividing yourselves.
Yeah.
No, that's too much. I don't want to talk about that. Another jobber match. Yeah, a very interesting night. This first hour has been kind of like last week's second hour.
That's the problem. They got one match in them. They got one round in the chamber, and they're gonna shoot it. And it's just a matter of when.
All right. Does Jack Perry turn on the Elite? Absolutely not.
Hangman's if you're going to get a turn, it's going to be Hangman, because he's the only halfway wild card of like, I'm fucking sick of your shit too. You suspended me, fired me, what have you.
Yeah, Rachel, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Michelle, good to see you as well. Mega's back. Tony's kicking. We got lots going on here, folks. But Mariah May is beating the hell out of local enhancement talent, if anybody was wondering. So this is the new Glimmer. It's interesting. I don't know if it was necessary.
I think it should be called Who Gives a Shit.
I mean, it's a good heel win. Like, I mean,
good heel win again? What? If she didn't have a match, there's no difference between her getting the win and not getting the win.
Mariah May just turned on Tony. You put her in a match with a nobody. It wasn't competitive. She dominated. I have to give them credit where credit's due. They're building up Mariah May, and that was perfect. Usually it's a fucking 15-minute back and forth match with nobody. But, we got company.
As Tony Storm's dressed as security. Anyone else out there think that she looked like Dr. Disrespect? Just me? Okay.
Mariah, run! Run, Mariah!
You're by the ropes. Fucking hightail it, bitch.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing sandbags and handbags. When did Billy Cole? Why are like 95% of the referees in AEW bald? Like, I've never seen more bald heads in my life.
Coming from the all bald head channel.
Hey, I got stubble. I got hair, motherfucker.
And Mariah May and Tony Storm need pulled apart. Dig it in, folks, as this one heats up. One of the best stories, one of the only stories he really got cooking. Yeah.
She's cutting a promo in the middle of this. It's half. So we're setting it up for Mariah May versus Tony Storm All In, which we already knew. Skip to Malu. Mariah May is not even fighting back anymore. She's just standing there.
So,
super intense rivalry of you. It's not. I gotta get at you. I'm gonna just sit here and chill.
Everything is fine. I think you're glitching. But yeah, no, I think I didn't get you were all kind of spotty there for a second. No, I mean I like that whole segment. I thought they did well with it. My only beef is every single match.
Other by D. Malenko, sorry.
Sorry, what?
The Blood and Guts package is being narrated by D. Malenko. Sorry.
There we go. We go back to that fateful night where it all started, folks. As Tony Khan. Yes, sorry.
No, I was just saying you were talking about Tony and Mariah.
Crowd is kind of quiet. You're not wrong. They popped a little for Tony, though, when she came out, I thought. Dean Malenko. If y'all didn't like Lola Vice fake crying, then why do you like Mariah May's intense face? I like Lola. I like Mariah May.
I like neither, so.
Yeah. No, I thought what they just did there with that whole situation was perfectly fine by me. Again, at least you're building something. My only beef is every single match you have a match and then fight. Then there's a match and then there's a fight. Like it stop repeating the same pattern.
That's pro wrestling in 2024 is patterns though. Are we about to get the cage lowered here as we've got just under Yeah, so we're getting down to blood and guts here. So we've got just over 45 minutes left in the show here.
Mm-hmm. 2 men enter the cage, one for 5-minute round every few minutes. Just random, few minutes, not a time, few. Another participant enters. Blood and guts match officially begins after all 10 men have entered the cage. The winning team is determined by pinfall or submission.
So Survivor Series.
To an extent, I mean, it's working.
Yeah. How Dean Malenko was relevant in 2024 convinces me the universe is just an AI simulation. Put some respect on Malenko's name.
That's a good visual. It felt like fucking what was the fucking Robot War fucking show?
Wait, what?
No, the visual looked like BattleBots.
Yeah. So one nerdy reference to another nerdy reference.
Right. AEW War Games, facts.
Hey, we've got a huge Slipknot fan coming out right now with Jack Perry.
The scapegoat is in the building. I'm pretty confident
so much more. Sorry.
That Danhausen is overseas, Blue Chew. We will be watching him as part of Progress. Double on my shoulder.
Right.
The match and the fight is their whole formula because they refuse to do things pro wrestling has done since the 70s to build a feud, but they're pro wrestling, not sports entertainment. Yeah, that's all bullshit. It's all just words, though. Like, that's what the best part of all this is you're hiding behind phrases. It is what it is. It's either entertaining or it's not. And that's what you're supposed to do, whether it's with the wrestling or otherwise. It's fucking entertain.
That's the thing, is we do this and we can hide behind semantics of it's a sidecast, it's a watch along, it's a watch party, it's a live stream, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's still the same shit. It still all shakes out the same in the fucking water and everything like that. It all comes down to what's entertaining and what's not, depending on what title you want to put on it. And at times, this shit with AEW just lately hasn't been it.
No, not at all. Let the effing mayhem begin. Let's go. BattleBots. Fucking hilarious. You want Kenny. Kenny would be a surprise. I still don't know what's up with Kenny. So, I mean, that would be a bit of a shock.
If Kenny shows up, he's on Team AEW. He's not on Team Elite. That would make even less sense than Hangman being on Team Elite.
Well, they legitimately, took hands to Hangman to Kenny. So,
yeah, right.
It wouldn't make sense at all if Kenny came back and sided with them. I couldn't imagine. Save the day. Hangman Purse. I think this is happening. Listening to Tony Khan's interview today, I just feel like this could be it, or vice versa.
Well, it's if that's the case, and I think that's the strongest case for probably the finish of this, because you get the adverse all in.
Yeah, we could. I mean, quick turnaround.
It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks time, perhaps, maybe more. I think it's actually more even. So that's a bit interesting,
right? I listen and watch you guys have. There you go. You do not need the actual show. We will keep you up to date on everything that's going on, or at least do our best as we are in a commercial break, folks. And I think that's a great opportunity to remind everybody we're getting into the main event, Blood and Guts. But we are back tomorrow with the trial of Chris Jericho. Wrestling Court returns. Anthony's going to sit in the judge's seat. Nick's going to defend Jericho. I'm going to try and murder him. But it's going to be a fun one. We're going to get into it. And then Friday, tons of stuff going on Friday. SmackDown, Rampage, maybe some other shows. Saturday, Collision. Sunday, Progress in the morning. Breakfast with the boys. And then we come back that night for dinner with the boys, as we will bring you Bloodsport. So a bloody week here on the channel, and we're heading all the way to SummerSlam. So make sure, be a friend, tell a friend. If you're listening to us right now, take this link, share it anywhere you talk about wrestling, and we want to see this chat continue to blow up, folks.
Can we just officially say at this point, especially because of even the UK tie-in, that we've got a Sunday, Bloody Sunday?
Perfect. Sunday, bloody Sunday.
Right. 100%. And which, by the way, I did confirm earlier, and I can redrop it in the chat of it's not just a mobile thing only to watch the progress stream or whatever. There is the website and everything like that, to where it's much like when we watch stuff on Triller, Fight TV, etc. Of it's a subscription based thing, but I can drop that link. I can drop it here in the stream. I dropped it already. I can drop it in the Discord. Now
we are off and running, folks. Perry, not wasting any time. Jumpstart. So we are fighting on the outside already.
But we've got two halves of the pillars here starting this match off. We've got Jack Perry and Darby Allin starting this off.
What happened?
They dragged him out of the fucking sweater here.
That's what he should do.
Well, what he should do is be a better wrestler, but that's a different story.
Haven't watched AEW in months. There you go. He had LOL. Yeah, right. Kenny attacks Okada and challenges him for the Continental title soon. Ugh.
That's the best you got. That's the best you got.
Okada doesn't look good, man.
Oh! Damn. Already. So we're starting off the match of already Darby's taking the Mick Foley spot off the ring steps up over the barricade. So we're already off to a crippling start.
Right.
Yeah, Okada's no longer New Japan Okada. I must have hit wrong button. I'm so sorry.
As Jack, you have this giant 2-ring cage, and you fucking morons have them fighting in the crowd.
Instantly fight outside.
Why are you in the crowd? Be in the cage. That's like the camera zooming in and the doors open and King Kong is waiting behind the doors for his big unveil and they zoom in on a poodle.
We've already knocked over the trash barrel and everything, but it's also there's at least one a show matches in AEW that fights out on the outside. Like, I mean, honestly, if it's going to be those two, it's the two guys that are going to start it off and it's going to be the two young guns.
Mm-hmm.
But I still would have liked to actually see them have a fucking match. Like, you guys are supposed to be the quote unquote pillars of this company. Yeah, apparently the pillars, they're going to find the fucking pillars up in the nosebleeds there.
As Darby bringing Jack Perry finally into the cage. So we are going to get at least this portion. And every few minutes, somebody will be added. So I'll define few. Your guess is as good as mine. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, as there's already weapons waiting in the cage as Perry just clatters Darby with a trash bin.
Mm-hmm. Lazy booking. It's not lazy though. It's stupid. It's dumb.
It's turn away booking. I'll put it that. It's turnstile booking because rather than people drawn in, you turn them away. To me, it's counterintuitive. Like, you have this big giant structure and then you have them fight with it not on screen for the first 8 minutes of the match. It's a rarity for a Survivor Series match or anything like that to fight on the outside. That's a huge moment versus this seems like a regular activity.
Well, it's always around the vicinity of the cage, right? Like, I'm not saying they don't leave it ever or anything like that, but generally you kind of stay in and around because you want to see the spectacle of what you're selling the show on.
Well, and you should sell that if you're A, trying to build Jack Perry, and B, trying to make Darby the sympathetic babyface, he gets worked over to start as he is now, as he's eating this fucking trash bin, because I guess CTE ain't a thing. But he's getting worked over here versus he had the stronghold for most of them fighting on the outside. Jack Perry seems like what they coulda, shoulda, woulda almost at least done with Brian Pillman Jr. To the extent of just the loose cannon and everything like that.
Oh, no. He just doesn't have it, though, Nick. You couldn't do that because he just has no ability to pull that off.
Pillman?
No, I thought you were talking about Jack Perry.
No, I was saying Pillman. What they're doing, they're forcing the kind of loose cannon shit on Perry.
Oh, they're forcing it.
And I'm saying that Pillman should have been the one to do that.
Here comes one of the Bucks. Rope. It looks like it's one of the Bucks. Thanks, Taz. There we go. As he has a suitcase.
What he got in the cooler?
Got the Elite for the win. Yeah, I got the Elite. There's no way the Elite can lose this unless you're done with them. But you're not going to be done with them until Wembley, at minimum.
We thought it was almost done after the last bullshit match, and now we've just doubled down.
Yeah, I didn't think it was done after the last match. It just started.
Well,
I didn't think that. No.
It was trash.
This is not going to stop. Like, this is, and then again, they don't compete in tag team wrestling. Every match.
You would have thought that the Sanitation Society would have pulled this fucking burning dumpster that's floating down fucking Main Street off to the side and put it out with some fire extinguishers, but unfortunately, just keep it let it rolling down Main Street. I feel.
Oh, double knees. Jack Perry doing a lawn dart to Darby into a trash.
What the fuck was that?
Nicholas up and over. Big kick to Darby.
As he's now pinned up between the ring and the cage.
As we go to picture in picture.
Oh. If at least during picture in picture you don't fuck with the fact that he's pinned between the ring and the cage. Like, you should just be fucking smattering this man if he's stuck in Hell's Gate here. Just work him the fun. There you go. We got a baseball slide drop kick into a trash bin there.
Okay. I was going to call Darby dope on a rope, but my internet cut down. There you go. Dope on a rope. We've been there, done that. Wrestling Days #1 fan. There you go. I took a wrong turn, apparently. What is the match? Pretty much like War Games. Yes, it is a War Game match, and welcome to the channel. But, yeah, no, absolutely very much War Game style match. They just couldn't call it War Games.
Yeah, because of gimmick infringement. But yes, no, 100%. We're converting. We're converting over here.
Be the Wrestling for Life Network #1 fan.
No, exactly. We've got a #1 heel viewer. Be the #1 babyface viewer.
There you go. Ronan, somebody's coming. A briefcase. Wait, what?
Because Jackson came out with the briefcase.
As right now, yeah, the Bucks are, well, at least Nick is just chilling out and Jack is all over Darby. So they're just killing commercial time right now. Good evening.
Who are the first two wrestlers for the main event? They
it was
were
Darby and Jack.
Yeah.
So who eating the pin in this match? It better. I got a feeling it's going to be like Swerve. It's going to blow my mind, but Caster or Bowens most likely.
Is it? I know it's a contradictory statement, but is it a thing that you sell the main event of All In, or what should potentially be the main event of All In, better if Hangman gets the pin on Swerve in this match, even though your world champion shouldn't be eating pins?
I think your world champion probably shouldn't be in this match, but yeah, you're
that's
right.
A different discussion.
I actually think you're spot on. Like, I think that's the simplistic approach to this would be just, now I'm not saying they're going to do it, but I think they're going to do it.
They're going to do it.
Right.
I'll put my money down. They're going to do it.
You can't pin in blood and guts. No.
You can once all the members are involved.
Is anyone bleeding yet? No blood that I've seen. Just the remnants of Jericho's nipple. Yes, we had a nipple bleed.
We had a titty pop.
Here comes Mark.
Reach for the sky, boy.
What's up, Tommy? How you doing?
Team AW's right now just Team Unhinged.
That's right. Win by forfeit. Thank you. I misspoke earlier, JV.
Oh, there really is no pin.
Yeah, I remember when they were standing. That's how they won. Was it MJF threatening to throw Jericho off or whatever, and then threw him anyway? Oh! No,
Jesus, I thought there was a pin, but I'll admit to being a bad nerd.
Let me.
Oh! T-bone suplex from Briscoe on to Nicholas Jackson.
Winner cannot decide until the match can only end by. No, the match can only end by pinfall or submission, according to what I looked up.
Okay.
And that's what I thought it said on the screen. Now I could be wrong.
We've got a mini ladder. That is literally like El Toro. That is just to inflict violence. You're not climbing nothing with that. That is just to inflict violence. As Jackson goes into it, he clearly sets himself up into the trio woe spot with that.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I could have sworn the graphic said by pinfall or submission, and maybe I was incorrect. And what I'm reading on the site for the preview was is the same thing. So did they change it? But maybe you're right.
I'm going to say most likely the graphics are correct than a comment in the chat. All due respect, JV, I'll take what they advertised because that's their get out of jail free card either way.
Senton on the lap. Nick being pinned in the corner.
Oh,
that might have actually
even on the floor now. It hits the face and the huevos.
Rules different from war games. Yeah, no, I'm aware. Oh man, I'm taller than the ladder must have been. There you go.
Right.
Garbage cans making an appearance again. I think Jack Perry is one of the young bucks gets pinned. I also think that someone will return and help Team AEW. Maybe, but we're getting the other buck.
We're getting the other cuck.
Submitter
Matthew Jackson coming out right now.
He's got a case as well. You know they're shoes, right? We all know it's fucking shoes.
They're all shoes. They're all explosive shoes.
What anyone wants to know what's in the box. It's fucking shoes. Is it the shoes? It might be.
They've got the left and right explosive fucking super kick right there.
Yeah, we're going to get spiked fucking shoes or fiery shoes or oiled
shoes. Darby already takes a fucking a DDT onto it and cracks the shit out of that case. So you know it's not the case itself is not a bomb. Otherwise, Darby wouldn't have no head.
Yeah, why not just leave it under the ring like you put everything else? Who was your favorite WWE wrestler growing up? Jordan, that's a conversation for another day, but
Taker or Kane. Taker was initially what got me into wrestling, and then I liked Kane, except now I hate Kane.
There you go. Bringing back Danhausen for All In would sell at least Blue Chew. That's very wishful thinking, but hey, nothing wrong with the Danhausen fan.
The cojones, yes. You have no marbles.
The crowd is quiet as fuck right now. Just for the record,
they're just waiting for chaos.
They're just waiting for the spots to go. Ooh.
Well, because with this match, this type of match sets up of ain't shit matter really until we get 10 people in the ring, and also that's when you're gonna get your super high spots and everything. You're gonna get your holy shits then.
Yeah. AEW might do better, but WWE puts more interesting people in the match. But I don't even know if it's a given that they're doing better. Like they're hitting all these. Like, okay, that was a cool scene. Nobody's reacting. Like there's not like it's all just okay, that was cute, but it clearly fucking working together. Hangman might snap on the Elite and cost them the match. I doubt that. That doesn't make sense to me, Mark.
I'm not fully opposed to it. I was going to say you've got 4 people that have been here regularly and have been working with the boss hand in hand essentially with this, and Hangman's more over instantly out the gate than all 4 of them. He's more over than Okada right now. He's more over than Jungle Boy that's coming off of the Punk heat. He cooled off once they showed that footage.
Mm-hmm. As here comes Bowens. Got blood. First blood. We got a bleeder.
They drew first blood.
And there you go. Love the Bucks getting destroyed, but they're not yet. Hold on tight. They might. Damien, I hope so. This match can help solidify Acclaimed as real wrestlers and not just hype boys. No, I think they had matches way before. Like, this is not going to help them at all.
No, this is a funeral march for the tag team division in AEW because it's sad at this point that it's come down to the Bucks, FTR, and Acclaim. That's the only three viable options. The three viable options you started with are the three only viable options you're left with. That's a death sentence.
Absolutely. Is Briscoe going to the top? Also, the answer to your question, Corey, Mark Briscoe is the first bleeder of the night.
Are we surprised?
No. I kind of wish Team AEW had better team. Yeah, I think you and everyone else, Rachel, it doesn't really feel like Team AEW. Like, it's not like they put their best foot forward.
No, this very much feels like team thrown together, team patchwork.
Big cutter.
Meltzer driver.
Scorpion death drop. The baby faces.
It's really just making Darby's thing.
Uh-oh. Ollie oxen free. Skateboard to the back.
Oh, into the thumbtack. Where were the thumbtacks? Where did the thumbtacks get involved?
In the skateboard, I think. And we got scissors.
Oh. The homie that's wearing the Sesame shirt is the one that's out here, like, just jabbing people in the face.
Bowen stabs Jack Perry in the face with scissors. The fuck are we doing?
Oh, in the mouth. Scissor. It's provocative. Scissors in the mouth here. Yeah, with the skateboard, I just wanted to start singing Tony Hawk songs of, so here I am.
And here comes the Rainmaker. In the mouth.
So Swerve is going to be the last guy in, right?
Yeah, probably.
Well, because the Elite have the advantage with the first person in, so Team Babyface has got the advantage with the last person in, so that's got to be probably Swerve.
Okada shows up with a street sign.
How does street sign beat scissors and everything else?
I mean, Rainmaker Parkway or Avenue or whatever the fuck. Parkway.
Boulevard.
I was one of them.
Something. Tombstone onto the street sign.
But again, like, the match is so kind of bleh. And then Bowens breaks out scissors. The crowd goes insane. As we got the other Jackson bleeding.
Oh, yeah.
Drop kick into the chair. So we got a second bleeder.
Nicholas Jackson is bleeding as we've got a step-up drop kick from Okada into this as Matthews of, like, he's getting Jungle Boy to pick the thumbtacks out of his tricep.
As we head back into picture-in-picture, folks, this match rolls on. We still need more competitors in, but brutal overall. All right. Street signs are heavy. Rock, paper, scissors, street sign. Do you not know how to play?
Yeah.
We got thumbtacks. Yes, we do. They were on the skateboard, I believe.
Rochambeau, and that's what it is.
Is it though? Is it?
Oh, we're getting a table.
This is a great match. Help me understand what the great parts I'm missing. I don't like it.
Yeah. Fuck. What has been good tonight? What has been good tonight?
I would feel like up until this point, not a whole lot. I thought my favorite part of the show was Tony Storm and Mariah May.
I was almost gonna halfway make a defense of, like, MJF and Osprey, and I was like, that wasn't even that great. Like, that felt holding. Like, this has felt a lot of placeholder so far. A lot of like I would say so far, last week's Dynamite's better than this by far.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because you had that match. Yeah. Oh, crane kick because we're cool.
Because
But
Danielson, because we
exciting.
watched fucking Karate Kid in the 80s and Netflix.
Shane McMahon. There you go. There you go.
Could you fucking imagine?
What?
Could you fucking imagine if we get a Sheamus McManus shows up
I'm
tonight?
in. Do it. Do
Here
it.
comes the money.
Yeah. Flaming table spot. Yeah. Go hang tight. We still got 20 plus minutes to go.
Yeah, and that's not including the run over.
These are the people AEW sent up to save the company.
Yup.
Again, like, yeah. Anyway.
Because everyone else is on the goddamn bench or on the way out.
Not necessarily untrue. This has been an amazing show tonight. Another banger from Tony Khan. Michael, I can't agree with you, sir. Define banger because this is not banging.
Just because you want to bang Tony Khan doesn't make this a banger match. I'm going to just say that. As a terrible segue, I guess, to Melissa saying, just found your channel. We're stuck in a motel room with no cable, but you guys are giving me play-by-play on Blood and Guts. Thank you. Well, you're welcome.
That's what we do. We are the alternative commentary to more live wrestling than anybody else out there, folks. Be a friend, tell a friend, join the party, bring all your people, and join the Wrestling Utopia as Caster is unloading.
Does Caster look like he's going to play young Steve Harvey in like a movie about Steve Harvey?
Little bit. Remember
like,
when
I've never seen a wrestler try and cancel themselves more on wrestling than on Twitter than Max Caster, but yeah.
Yeah, odds. That was a big part of ECW, and still to this day was the chair spot. This Blood and Guts might be the worst one so far. Damien not loving it.
That's what I'm saying. I've marked this in time of this is the leader of the Hopium tribe turning on, the show here of this feels like the least build, the least anticipated, the most patchwork thrown together.
Yeah. No, 100%. And you can hear it. Oh, we got a barbed wire board. A graffiti barbed wire board because, why not?
Are we sure we're not watching like Tony Hawk's Underground of like, so here I am doing everything I can.
But listen, the crowd is dead. The only time they cheered was the scissor spot. Now, if Okada lands in the barbed wire, they'll cheer again, but they won't cheer in between because nothing's interesting.
You're cheering her for high spots, and especially with Darby in this match is what I fear for.
There it is.
And he's not even called exactly who of it. Or no, it was Bowens who went through it. I saw the white trunks and thought it was Okada.
Bowens again.
He who sets it up must go through it. But
I like
this is very much now. You're not cheering for the match of now. We've just made this man a sandwich. A sandwich.
You're just cheering for a blink.
You're cheering for high spots. You're cheering for gymnastics. You're cheering for high spots. Swanton s'more there.
As Bowens gets sandwiched between two boards and barbed wire, the senton cracks the board and the crowd goes wild.
You're cheering for a stunt show. You're not cheering for pro wrestling. You're cheering for a stunt show.
And we got more attacks. A lot of attacks in the mouth
of Bowens. Well,
Caster.
I mean, some would say, some would say that's fitting, but yeah, Caster.
Oh,
we gotta pump up all the jobbers with the pumped up kicks.
Jack and the Bucks could get so much heat if they were sniveling coward heels, but they just want to be cool. What a waste. That's a valid argument. I feel like there's a catch coming here. As we get the final participant Second. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck. They got the advantage throughout it. I'm terrible.
Okay, yeah, we're going Hangman.
No. Yeah, so the babyface get the advantage. This is almost like Def Rebel. I couldn't tell who was coming out.
Hangman, but Hangman's not. They're playing it up.
Hangman's but he know here. He'll come out with a horse. Back. Oh, he's gonna do one of those. If he's gonna do the full TNA, if he shows up after, he's gonna be like Brock Lesnar, last minute into the fucking match, like when Mustafa was at the top of the Money in the Bank, and all of a sudden Brock's music hits. If he's in the match too, now you're gonna have Swerve comes out, and then all of a sudden fucking Hangman comes out because the time's passed.
As Darby's bouncing off everybody, Mark Briscoe's back up. Both Bucks in the same corner. Last year's Blood and Guts was pretty bad. Yeah,
Explorer. Hard cut to the fucking shoes in case you haven't bought them.
Oh, that's funny. Two of the team now. This Blood and Guts isn't good. I'm feeling like I'm watching a bad indie match. It's just a lot of pause. You know, we're not getting a whole lot of. We're going from stunt to stunt without a lot of transition.
I know.
Owens. Sorry.
No, as he's barbed wire on the WhatsApp, like that's gotta hurt you way more than it would ever hurt him.
That's a dumb decision. It really is. But we're almost at 150, folks. Be a friend, tell a friend. Let's get everybody here. As right now, Bowens is down holding his leg.
But
Chris
so
setting up boards.
Like I said, we're down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now when Swerve comes out and gets in the ring, War Games Blood and Guts will be official. Fuck Hangman if he ain't there.
You need all 10 men in the ring.
I don't give a shit. You had your chance. Move the fuck on. Just because you didn't show up. Sorry about your damn luck.
The states, all 10 men have to enter the cage before the match can start.
You had his entrance. He had his moment to show up. If he doesn't show up,
there he is.
Disadvantage.
Fucker. He just waited. He was laying in the weeds.
But I do like this, though, of this is at least makes the sense of I don't give a shit about any of this. I don't give a shit about this match.
No way.
You showed up. It was going to handcuff him outside it.
Hangman's got cuffs.
He's handcuffing Swerve outside of now. Nah, go and run and get some bolt cutters, bitch. Go and
he's handcuffing.
But he's handcuffing. But I do at least like though with Hangman of he's gone full here with this, and it's not even like I don't give a shit about the Elite versus whoever at this point. This guy showed up in my house, was fucking with my children. We had to move fucking houses because of this piece of shit. I don't care about any of you fuckers. This is just my way to get vengeance on him. He's John Vick in this match. He is out here.
They got
it's not who you fucked with. It's not what you did. It's who you fucked with. Sorry.
As Hangman is just laying into Swerve. Swerve's been handcuffed. Spread arm looking like Jesus. Just getting the hell beat out of him. Same problem still exists. Hangman Swerve needs to enter the cage for the match to officially start. And nobody else is doing shit, by the way. Everyone's just...
Hey, well, as Matt said, what the hell are you doing? Look at me when I'm talking to you. He doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, so now they're not...
This is going to be where Hangman turns the other way. The fact that Swerve isn't already busted is telling me that this is all stiff and he's not bleeding.
He said we're gonna fire you. So now Hangman's gonna turn on the Elite,
which he shouldn't have been with the Elite to begin with. But that's neither here nor there.
I think he should have been. I would have written it that he came back to Anarchy.
No, the only reason he's here, like I said, is literally because of I'm gonna get my pound of flesh back.
That's stupid. He should have sided with the Elite and been one of the heels.
They fucking fired him.
Wait, they started the match.
He got one hand free.
Now Hangman's arguing with Okada. This is what the fuck.
I don't mind. I'm the opposite with you. I like this with Hangman. I don't mind current Hangman. Honestly, I'm interested in current Hangman.
Okay,
It's one of the few things I'm interested in AEW.
Swerve didn't get into the cage, and they started the match anyway. So they broke their own rules that they advertised. That's stupid.
What else is new? Brother, they can't fucking follow countout rules. Their refs are there just as ceremonial fucking cod pieces.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, the Bucks have the ability to fire Hangman, who's not getting along with anybody, which to me, again, you had an opportunity to dig in and make him a very good heel, and you water down with this in between. I'm kind of bad. I'm kind of good. What are my friends going to think? To me, it's fucking watering down. Dig in and just be a fucking asshole without having a fucking conscience. Well, I gotta
with what I like with Hangman of him as a heel is I wouldn't have even done this. Like, I understand, I get your gripe with this. I wouldn't have had him involved with this. I like just him and Swerve going at it again. These are the same guys that were drinking each other's blood because of Staples and everything, and doing the whole thing of, you came into my house, I had to move fucking homes and everything because of you. I like that. Tying them into this is just, you're adding too much, confetti.
Swerve should climb to the top and jump down. Don't tempt him. It might happen.
No, that's Darby's spot. The
young fools are losing their mind. Yeah, Swerve and Matthew spit in each other's face. I think it was Briscoe threw a crutch into somebody's face, but they're still going. This is,
mind you, where's Tony Khan and all of this authority?
You want to shock me? Bring Tony Khan out.
Well, you've already killed fucking Daniels, which that was already obligatory, but there's been no Tony Khan in any of this decision making. They just get to run amok when time calls for them to run amok.
Well, they're threatening to fire Adam Page. Like, could Tony just say, no, I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I don't.
How about no? Your EVPs. Well, guess what, bitch? I'm the owner.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird. And again, I don't like. You have a blood and guts match going on. We don't need a fucking promo and a moment of, I don't know. I just don't like the way
you do because it wasn't built too well. This match wasn't built too well, so you've got to fit in the build during the match.
Yeah, no. This would have been so much simpler if the Hangman had returned at Anarchy in the Arena and sided with the Bucks, walked in, helped them get the W, and dug right into being a sniveling prick like the rest of them.
No.
100%.
I see it, but I don't know what he did. Like, his whole promo backstage to me was great. I'd rather than do that as here comes Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett's on TV.
Right, as who the fuck is Cutlass.
Oh my god. We're having this is like the opposite of the Samoan dynasty coming out. What is happening? People don't even know who Brandon Cutler is. Like, this is fucked.
Well, we've got Daddy Ass coming
out. Now Daddy Ass is here. Oh, Daddy Ass. Cutler eats a guitar.
Bro, what the? This is TNA. Russo.
And they have the key. What the fuck? How did they get the key? Why would anyone? Oh, look, Nana's got. Wait, that's wire cutters.
Yeah, my guy, I work at a hardware store. You got wire cutters. You got no bolt cutters, no fucking none of that. That ain't doing shit. That ain't doing nothing but pissing people off.
Remember when they went through this bullshit before? Y'all, look, everyone's getting. Everybody's getting
Roman, Roman, Heyman, Kevin Owens to where they couldn't fucking unlock the handcuffs.
Oh, now he's got to cut. Oh, that's why he's got the wire cutters. He's cutting through the fence because they locked the door. And look,
then you get bolt cutters and cut open the door, you dumb fucks.
There's nothing. No, he cut through the wire. There he goes. He's in.
He's illegal. He jumped in illegally. He's a border jumper.
And look,
just off.
You were supposed to be watching Blood and Guts, and everybody that was in that ring during the swerve spot was standing still.
Yeah, there was no action going on during that or anything. That was literally, we all just stopped and watched.
if you're simplistic enough to think, oh man, this is amazing, fine. That's fine. No offense, but it's ridiculous. Look, Hangman's waiting for Swerve. Here's the moment.
Oh, here we go. We set it up to where they're just eyeing each other. This is what this whole match is built towards.
Swerve.
And this is why there should have been a whole separate segment, because no one else gives a fuck about anything outside of this right here. This is the only feud you have going.
Swerve put Hangman to bed. Swerve, people talk about repeat storylines and running things back. Swerve put Hangman to bed. We were moving on from Hangman so Swerve could fight other people.
But they didn't grow from it. So we've got to go back to our roots. That's what it is.
Swerve and Osprey, it should have been Swerve and Osprey.
All of this, all agreeable, all understandable. But that's the thing, is they didn't grow on any of this, so we got to go back to roots because we can't grow.
Oh, no.
Double kill. He just attacking him with pieces of plywood.
Dope. This will not be the last one. No, they think this is phenomenal.
Code Red.
Code Red.
So we didn't even get that super of an intense of a spot between the two of them. We didn't get them just throwing fucking handbags or anything like that. No big, huge meltdown spot with them.
Good job, Michael.
What?
Yeah.
Run that back. Read it back. If you won't, I will.
Don't answer it. It's not legit. It's just to get you to answer it. That's why I laughed and moved on. It's just silliness. It's not a real thought. Swerve beat up Hangman twice. Smash him. You should have moved on.
Right.
Well, Caster's bleeding if anybody was keeping track at home. Swerve was putting with the champion.
Got bandanas and chains in one corner, and
we're gonna have
all men are down. All men are hiding that they're bleeding, as we've got Swerve with a staple gun.
What are we doing?
As he goes right to Hangman. See, that's the thing, is I like this. This is, this feels like the only true blood feud right now in AEW of just fuck you energy. What's in the box?
But here we go. We got a low blow, and it's not shoes.
What is that?
It's more staple guns. The fuck? I thought it was going to be shoes.
Why are they all like? Why do we got?
They brought a case of staple gun. The dumbest fucking shit.
If I could whistle right now, all we've got is
stapled the fuck out of Swerve.
Bro, what in the fucking OK Corral is this shit?
Yeah, this does not have good vibes at all. Stapling Swerve, I don't love it. Anybody else losing their mind right now? Maybe because
he's laughing. The man is laughing.
He's Bo Wyatt.
You got a Bo leave.
But why would they be in cases? Why wouldn't you put something else in? The fuck are we doing?
So much. Bro, there's so many questions to try and figure out with this, and we try to figure them all out, and we wouldn't be able to survive.
Drop kick from Okada. Oh, no, by the way. Oh, gives him finger. He staples his finger.
He staples the middle finger.
And
Okada eats the buckshot lariato.
Oh, stapled his cheek.
Oh, in the back shot there.
What did we have more?
The house call.
Chops in the Jericho Suzuki match or staples in this match?
Still, though, that was a great sequence of Okada eats the buckshot and then turns around. Hangman gets stapled in the face, and then granted, now it would have been better if it was on the other side, the actual Impact side. But I see why you did it. Eats a fucking staple into the cheek and then turns around and eats a house call.
Right. This is stupid. Again, I know people don't want to hear this, but this is really remedial. Like we watch Death.
They don't want to, but they need to. Motherfuckers, you need to hear this shit.
You and I covered deathmatch wrestling. And the way this is being done is so bad.
We've covered deathmatch wrestling. We've interviewed deathmatch wrestlers and everything. We've been through the gamut of blood and guts, of war games, of Survivor Series, all of that. We've been through the gamut of pro wrestling and been here live covering all of this. And we've stayed true to our statements on all of this. This has not been great.
Listen, now they're all climbing out. Like the cage has a hole in it. Now everybody's everywhere. Briscoe disappeared into the tunnel, I think. We are in picture-in-picture again, by the way. This is awesome.
This is just anarchy in the arena with a fucking cage.
But again, you sell everyone on this, like,
that is gaping. That is like the AEW fan base. Just holes are gaping, and I'm going to leave it at that.
When Damian turns on your booker, you really feel it. Yeah, no, that's it. No, listen, you guys can say whatever you want about us, but this is the most positive man I have ever met. Damian,
literally,
is the leader of the Hopium tribe for over 2 years now. And for him to feel like this, hey, he loves wrestling. He loves blood and guts. He loves deathmatch wrestling. He can't wait for people to get thumbtacks and staples. Not like in this, though.
Literally, this man out there every show. I can't wait for this. Hey, guys, did you know about this? Hey, this match is happening. Instantly, like the start of this match. I don't like this. I don't like this.
Make it stop. Yeah, they're setting up. Look, they're gonna do a huge table spot off the cage, my guy. They're literally
even Superman.
Yeah, Superman with us.
We've got Superman and Jesus out here, and they both don't like this match. So, what the fuck do you like in this match? I'm saying $5 super chat. This is garbage. Thank you.
So, like right now, you have if you're a fan watching, you have Okada in a corner. Everyone else is gone. Well, not everyone. Like the match isn't exciting. What is happening right now isn't.
Oh, we're going up top with the young cucks.
So they've
got to get the cuck seat. So they've got to perp.
Who do they have in the middle there, Nick? Is it Caster or Bowens? As Nicholas is trying to get to the top of the cage, doesn't get that.
We've got like the double sandwich tables set up.
Hey, listen. Anything more than one table is always proven to be bad in this company. Now we got 4, and I really hope
now it's Bowens. It was Bowens that was in the middle now here, and we've got Bowens and Nicholas fighting on the outside here, right above these tables here. As we're gonna keep constantly setting up the, he's gonna I'm calling like a superplex or a fucking Spanish flyers.
Bowens down through it. It wasn't worth it. That spot wasn't cool enough for all the effort they put into it.
I was going to try and inflict the laws of, he who sets it up must go through it. But I don't know who set it up.
Break those rules.
I don't know who set it up, but that, like you said, that's just you write about in the match. I guess that's the only way to do it.
Spot.
It's the Sting spot. That's what it is. It's the Sting spot. Like, remember Sting's last run? He did that, Matt. He did that spot in like 3 matches.
Jay Driller.
As Jack Perry's just getting busted. Firing up. Now they're Jay Driller onto Matthew, I believe, at this point.
Another one. Now Darby's got Jack on a table. Man, if Team AEW wins this like this, I'm going to, what are we doing?
If Team AEW wins this is the end of the Elite. This has to be, that's the thing. If the Elite lose this, it's the end of them. It's the end of times. Oh, Briscoe with the elbow.
Doggy bow. Destroying the table.
But Darby's up. Darby's stealing.
Coffin drop from the top of the cage.
From the side of the cage.
Oh, no. We were wrong. From above.
Fucking Ultimate X, my guy. Fucking Ninja Warrior. Darby Allin out here.
He's just going to let go.
Yep. Oh, and he hit that man with all of his calves. All of his calves.
Holy shit, Darby just repelled from just dropped from the
coffin calved off the top of the cage.
I don't even know how to visually explain that to somebody.
He's scared. He ninja warriored and then just fell.
Verbally. Wait, the caster has the other box.
What's in the other briefcase?
Handcuffs. Fucking stupid.
What the? Oh. What the fuck? Just got to have them on standby. So now you're going to handcuff the elite to the cages? Right. Oh, if they actually go through and they handcuff all the elite, someone's showing up.
But they just did this to Swerve. So why would you do it now?
Bro, they do two of the same spots in the same show. I'm not surprised that they're doing two of the same spots in the same match.
Yeah, coffin drop off the roof of the cage.
Oh! Thank you, sir. May I have another?
He might have.
Literally, we've got Jesus Christ Jack Perry out here. He's dying and getting chopped in Singapore cane.
They're going to turn this into the Machiavelli fucking cover for a T-shirt, my guy.
Come with me, Jack Perry. Run quick, see.
Yes. Wait, Darby.
What the fuck? Is he going to find Hornswoggle? He's going to Little People's Court. Dun, dun. Why are you going under the ring with a microphone? What the fuck is happening?
Actually, we don't.
Oh my God! The row is such a clatter, and there goes Jack Perry's brain matter because that's in row C, row Z, row D. Because that motherfucker just got clattered. Weird. CTE is now a thing.
You guys, you see from but we talked about it. We like death matches. We like hardcore matches. We like cage matches. I don't like all the shit that doesn't make sense and all the silly shit. It's a lot of it seems very childish.
Right, Gilly, you were the same one out here bigging us up and everything and shouting us out because we're covering this. I'm sorry that we don't agree with your philosophy on this, but yeah, no. Sometimes you got to call shits a spade, and this ain't good as he's got a gas tank and a fucking he's got a big ass lighter. He's about to start out here of who's got burgers and hot dogs.
What are we doing?
Oh my God! He's dousing Jack Perry
coming out for the same thing
in gasoline.
But there is no wrestling happening at all. Like nothing.
Everything has stopped as we barely. Well, he teased him with it. Well, we've got one Jackson caught up in handcuffs. You can like 3 letters, but don't be holding to 3 letters. That's the thing.
So
don't serve a master just because they have 3 letters.
Facts. Now, so if you can't see the show right now, guys, Jack Perry is handcuffed to the cage, spread arms, and they just covered him in gasoline, and they're saying they're going to set him on fire unless somebody quits.
They splashed him with some gasoline, and they've got, Jesus Jack Perry out there.
Jackass. Burning Man.
Encino Man. Incendiary Man instead of Encino Man.
Voting match of the year. Have fun.
Yeah.
Set his fire, no balls. What is happening? I'm not voting this match of the year. Nobody is.
Is this the weaker of the 2 fire spots that they've had? They've had a blowtorch involved. They had a flamethrower involved. They've already set this man on fire, so now we're just going to do it again.
You only brought a lighter this time? You fucking loser.
Right? Dustin is there live stream to watch this. Well, there's us and there's called, TBS.
They quit. See, that's...
What the fuck?
They quit.
Bitch made. That was trash. That was a trash ending. This is literally the same guy that got set on fire with a fucking flamethrower and won the match. Yeah. And he splashed a little gasoline on him. So and him with a big fucking charcoal, a fucking grill lighter at a summer barbecue. And that ends it.
Yeah. It's usually the baby face. Like, usually the baby face would be put in that awkward position where they're forced to quit like that. Like, to me, the baby faces just did a heel thing, and now the Elite are mad at Jack.
Yeah, who rubbed Vaseline on this fucking camera? Because it's blurry as shit. But yeah, no, you even have Okada still floating around.
I thought
fucking Nicholas Jackson's floating around. What the fuck happened to Hangman? Hangman was supposed to be the fucking ace in the hole here and was fucking irrelevant. That was a 2-pack of ass.
They fought off going to commercial and never came back.
They fought off being good and never came back.
Team AEW won. If you had my vote, that's the death of Team AEW. They're done. Bury them. Get rid of them.
No, that's the death of the Elite.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. I don't know what I said. But
you said Team AEW.
Yeah, my bad. Well, they should go away too. The team sucked. But they got the win. Folks, that is the end of Dynamite. Get your ratings out of 10 in. Don't go anywhere. I still have 147 people hanging out with us. Get in that chat. How did you feel about Dynamite tonight? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Where did you feel? But give us a rating out of 10. This one's going to split the audience for sure.
Where do you lie?
I didn't like tonight's show at all. There wasn't much I did find redeemable. MJF, Osprey, fine, but I still don't know what happened at the beginning. Why did Osprey's tire get stabbed? Why was he trying to leave? And then why did he come back if he was leaving? Where did he go with Marvez? Did he just get a handy around the block? What happened there? I don't know. But overall, that was okay. Mariah May and Tony Storm, I thought their build was great. Shida, DMD, not a bad match. Every match had a brawl on a night where you were going to have a giant cage match, so that pissed me off. And the blood and guts was absolutely fucking atrocious. Everything was so contrived and like clunky and put it together in such a poor way. There was so much downtime. If you're a live audience, how were you into it other than the oh my god spots?
The Tony Storm Mariah May segment and the Shida Britt Baker segments might have been the ultimate winners of tonight because they were surrounded by respectfully, some people might be mad at this, but this is honest, of the worst hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes of pro wrestling that has ever been presented on any sort of television screen in my goddamn life, because you have the assassination of MJF's character already as a heel, already out of the gate of, and yes, I did make a reference in the joke about that, if you figured it out, of how we're America, and I called it the assassination attempt of his character and everything.
I got you.
Because that 100% fucking
Nick's like, make sure you get it.
We're doing and just circumvented it in all the wrong ways. And then you follow that up with the hot tui of hot tuis on pro wrestling of Chris Jericho versus Minoru Suzuki. I would be embarrassed if I was either one of those people in that match. I would be embarrassed about what I put out there, respectfully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you follow that up and you end the show with the most awkward, ass backwards, 2-pack of ass trash booking for fucking blood and guts. You have literally gone from the highest of highs in AEW Dynamite of let the streets know we back to shit 250 sounding pretty good right now, my guy.
Yeah.
520, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, again, you have that really amazing match. And this is where I said it last week, and I say it again this week. People will praise Tony Khan for MJF and Will Ospreay, and we give him marks because he booked that match. But at the end of the day, that hour of really good programming on Dynamite was because the two athletes in the ring had nothing to do with anyone else. And ever since that match, the next 2.5 hours, or sorry, 3 hours that you produced nationally sucked. When it was your job to put shit together, you didn't do a good job putting it together. Tonight was fucking awful. And I didn't even mention Jericho.
That was literally 20 minutes of chopping. The same length that I feel Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida got was given just to Minoru Suzuki and Chris Jericho, just chopping. That's literally it.
Slap chop. Like, where's the fucking ShamWow guy?
Right.
Like,
Billy Mays here to let you know that that was a pile of bullshit that you just watched.
Chop, chop, choppy. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Anybody out there that wants to convince me Jericho and Suzuki was anything more than an absolute fucking waste of time, and Nick's probably right. They said just go slap each other. Everybody's watching the fucking president anyway. Yeah, maybe. But my God, if I paid a ticket, I would have been looking for fucking objects to throw at the ring for them doing what they did, for fucking clapping each other, and not it's like in a way that you're like, oh my God, it's not fucking Gunther Elia. It was fucking atrocious.
Well, I'm just going through some of these of, I guess, first period and last two periods. Right? Fair enough. No, you're good. Of Superman with the $5 super chat. Triple H probably laughing right now if he's watching.
Right.
I'm not even going to get into the whole back and forth of sides and everything with that. Thank you, KJ Nick, Q Tony. Yeah, right. Desmond.
But yeah, I mean, again, and some people are going to try and tell me that main event was good. It was not good. What were your big moments in that match? What will you remember 2 weeks from now? Bowens falling off the side of the cage, which wasn't a great spot. And what was the scissors to the forehead? Maybe.
My guy, you're expecting I'm going to remember this match in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, what of this are you taking away from this show? What happened in this match? And again, you had the babyface team run up and none of it made sense. And the standing still, the doing nothing. If I was live and not talking to y'all, fuck, I'd be mad right now.
You're coming off of Anarchy in the Arena, as I like this of 1, 2 HWTB. They Acclaimed didn't get shit out of this. Still thought they wanted their belts back. This was all sorts of bad. But John David, but John David from New York says it's all good.
Of course he will. Of course he will.
Well, again,
it's that
John David's a sinner and a liar.
Yeah, well, it's that eccentric that when you act angry at the company when it's obvious because everybody's angry at the company, but the minute they do anything that deviates, like they do something like this, we're great again. We love them. They're wonderful. We get it, but it's bullshit. This is not good wrestling. This is not good pro wrestling. This is not good wrestling. This is not good independent wrestling. This is not. It has nothing to do with
wrestling. Even this isn't good television. This isn't good entertainment. If this was a ticket to a fucking any sort of show, I'd be mad at what you offered me. And I think in 2024, speaking of the John Davids of the world, of this expose who are the grifters and who's actually out here, because you get grifters that go with the tide, and then you get people that stand their fucking place on this. I will stand my ground of that was terrible. That was, you went from thinking we're all the way back of, oh my God, AEW's finally figured it the fuck out, to, oh, holy shit, no, they really haven't.
No, it's not good. It's not good, man. And then again, you're letting the people that don't know how to appeal to an audience. And again, if you're booking for the sickos, congratulations. And there are fans out there that are only going to, it's like those old, what were they, the vision fucking thingies,
the kaleidoscope.
No, yeah, what's it called, where you would change the picture.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, to where it's the red thing. Right? It's something like that. Yeah,
that's how I think some fans view a match like that, is table spot. Bro, handcuffs.
Because that's all they care about, and that's all that they see, and that's all that they don't get. They don't actually watch the match. They don't actually watch the wrestling. They see high spots. Like we talked about the Chris Jericho thing, and that's the worst thing in 2024 in pro wrestling I have ever laid eyes upon. Ooh. And I'm a big fan of Minoru Suzuki, and that is the worst thing in 2024. As I'm about to try and defend this man, that is the worst thing in 2024 I've laid eyes upon in pro wrestling. but people are going to just see that visual of Suzuki doing the murder eyes behind Jericho at the end of that match.
Yep.
That's going to be the only visual that's shared, and they're going to act like it's great.
No, and again, it's that old saying, styles make matches, Nick. And the minute they announced
we need a Styles and AJ
the minute they announced this motherfucking match, I literally went, why? Why are they doing this? What is the thought process behind it? Again, Wrestling Court tomorrow. Chris Jericho just gave me another 25 minutes of evidence to bury him being a complete fucking mutt. Oh,
well,
sorry.
No, we didn't. Superman with the $5 super chat of saying Collision this past Saturday was better than this shit, which they've even gotten rid of Elton John, and now they're taking up residencies like Cher because we're cost cutting.
And they got a big bright stage and shit now. It's super bright.
If I could turn back time.
Yeah, well, Hangman, see, this is where they fucked up. So you build up Hangman Swerve so intensely. Now Hangman's got issues with the Elite. So
he wasn't involved in the finish.
No, he wasn't even there.
Your crucial angle in this wasn't involved in the finish.
Yeah. Where's your world champion?
What are we doing? What's the caveat? What's the carry out after this? Like you said right after that match of, so the Elite must be done, right? Because they've lost.
They're dead.
So they've got to be dead, but they won't be.
No.
So what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, I have no idea. And realistically, your world champion should have been the hero. If the baby faces were going to win, why not make Swerve look like the hero of AEW?
Instead of a jobber of, he's got to have Jeff Jarrett and Billy Gunn come out and just,
Cutler was there.
I can be your hero, Swervy.
Right.
I can cut away your chains.
The baby faces won by threatening to murder one of the heels. Make it make sense, bro. This is an affront to pro wrestling. Why I get mad, folks, and this is what I have to give the disclaimer of all the time. We love AEW. We're fans of AEW. But if you insult my intelligence, I'm going to be pissed. And that's what I felt like a lot of tonight did. And for people that, oh, shiny, oh, look, flip, yeah, that might work. But it's not enough. And this isn't, when people say, well, WWE Sports Entertainment, and we're a pro. No, this is not any of it. You are not checking off any of the boxes with this shit.
Not even close. And we've talked about this. Of you could have had Swerve, you could have had Hangman involved with this. Of 100%. Of you did so much worse than this during the Anarchy in the Arena match. Like you literally had the same guy get lit on fire with a fucking flamethrower and win the match. But this man gets, a splash of gasoline on him, and you come at him with a Bic lighter. You're like, you're going to light your fucking doobie. You're going to light your fucking Marlboro Red and everything. Right. And I quit.
I like Blood and Guts better when Jericho was in it. How about that? Fuck.
Fucking AJ Styles and Christian have both quit under more dire circumstances than what was the finish of Blood and Guts with this.
But, and that's funny. It's just booking that needs change. They have all the ingredients. We say it all the time. That is part of the frustration as an AEW fan, or as far as we go. We see all the talent. Even in the main event, there's talent there. And I might not be the biggest Bucks fan, but I can't say they have zero talent. There was once upon a time where I thought they contributed something to wrestling. They don't anymore, and this shit is not helping. But they have all the ingredients to do something really good. We just talked about how we would rearrange the ending to mean something next week.
That's the thing, is it's not even full of like, oh, it's all full of, oh, I hate all the competitors. Why did you do this? It's if you just rearrange like the pieces a little bit, you get 10 times your, full back out of it.
Yeah, right. Like, what are we doing?
And we've also got Camille,
the female version of Wardlow. I will say, and this is the first time I've said it since she's returned, that I was a fan. I was very okay with Mercedes Moné and Camille working together. I think it's great. I actually give them marks for that. So they get 3 from me tonight. If anyone's wondering, I'll give them a 3. 1 for Tony Storm, Mariah May, 1 for DMD and Mercedes Monet, and one for balloons.
Oh, one for balloons.
And one just because I'm a nice guy. I don't know what
minus 5 stars. Trash.
Bonus for
They
Camille.
get the fucking at best a one of the floating dumpster on fire rolling down the fucking flooded fucking alleyway here. To me, with this you're hard pressed to find something out of this that's salvageable. That's so that warrants a follow up.
Yeah, and again, I think like Richard has a good question here, and I think this is our problem. Like you and I are smart guys. We watch a ton of wrestling, and here we are sitting here at the end of the show going, okay, Swerve's mad at Paige, Paige is mad at the Elite are mad at Paige, but Swerve's going to fight Danielson, but Danielson wasn't there tonight at all.
When the fuck did you find Danielson?
Well, Danielson won the tournament, didn't he?
Fuck. I thought. Fuck, I was out here thinking Hangman won. Oh, I'm a terrible person.
Right? So, and on top of that,
that's even worse.
Yeah.
That's even worse. Even
worse. No Danielson involved at all. Hangman are going to fight, but they can't. Pac has a title shot, and we overlooked it completely because he's supposed to fight Osprey, not MJF. So how does that work out? And then in addition to that, tonight, Friday, you're doing a Rampage Royale, which, sounds like the after party, but nonetheless, you are going to name a number one contender for a show that is past 2 pay-per-views. So how the fuck do we keep our eye on everybody who's supposed to matter?
You know what they call a trash AW show that they put on Friday? Rampage Royale.
Rampage Royale.
With cheese. But yeah, no, I entirely literally forgot about Danielson. Yeah. I thought we were setting towards Hangman Swerve. This is again like I brought up earlier and we talked about when all your fucking title matches are built up on stipulation matches and tournaments and this, that, and the fourth of you're fucking killing any storyline you could have.
The fan base is losing track of who's fighting and when. The fan base, again, if you just had 2 guys, and listen, I might have slightly disagreed with you, but at least Hangman and Swerve have the history. So fine, run it back, but push your foot down on the gas pedal. Don't give a fuck about the Elite. I don't give a fuck about Danielson. I don't care about anybody but Swerve and Paige and what they're mad at each other for and what they're going to do about it. Not all this other side shit.
That's been the feud. That's been the whole feud going into this. You had Hangman out there saying, like I said earlier, he's really out there cutting the feud of, we had to move homes because this man invaded my house and everything. Yeah. These are the guys that were out here. Yeah. They were having matches that I remember we were out here discussing because people were saying it was too extreme and all of that. And now, meanwhile, they're afterthoughts. Your world champion and arguably your number one contender were afterthoughts in your main event, blood and guts, your top of the line fucking feud. What are we doing? You're pushing mid talent on a mid-ass show run by a mid-ass promoter on a mid-ass fucking cable network.
Last thing I'll say about this. Yes, listen. I know some people are going to like parts of that show, but we're calling it the way we see it. And we were, when I felt like WWE shit the bed, I'm the first one to say it. This is no different, except they just they seemingly keep shitting the bed. So it seems like all I'm doing is complaining. We start every Wednesday with the hopium, with the excitement, expecting, all the positivity. And tonight, right out of the gate, it never went well. It did not get out of the gates. Tonight was a 3 out of 10. And I know I would happily debate John Davids or David Johns or Jonathan Daniels. I don't give a fuck what
John Paul's, all that.
Yeah, I don't care. Bring them all. On why this product is suffering and why this product sucks so bad. But I will say this: it is all the people closest to Tony Khan, as far as personal relationships go, that are hurting this company more than anybody.
I'll take on a JD from NY and a JV from NJ, but you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at. That shit was trash, and it wasn't trash last week. So apparently we're a day late on or a week late on fucking, dumpster fucking duty here. But yeah.
The internet was around in the 70s, 80s. Would we have all these different opinions of wrestling change so much? Yes and no to the extent. I think the people have changed as well. So I think wrestling fans back there were completely committed to the kayfabe, and they, a lot of cases, believe the kayfabe. So it's a different animal altogether back then. But you'd still have people with their favorites. I just don't think people in the 70s and 80s would get as butthurt as when someone goes, I don't agree.
I like now because people think that they've evolved past that. They think that they've evolved past kayfabe slipping underneath their fucking nose. And then when it does, they get, it's the big surprise. If everybody thinks that they're too smart to get fucking fooled, and when they get duped, they get duped.
Yeah, unfortunately. But ladies and gentlemen, going to go last call on the chat tonight. We'll take a second to remind the people who are still here. We are back with Wrestling Court tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We were going to put Chris Jericho on trial. It will be the trial of Chris Jericho, the fucking learning tree or the tree of woe. We will debate it. We will talk it out. Nick and I are going to go toe to toe. It's going to be a fun one, folks. Then Friday, we are stacked. Saturday, Collision. Sunday, our Progress Wrestling debut. We got Double on our shoulder. We will be here bright and early. I believe it's like 10 a.m. For Double on our shoulder. It's going to be a fun one. We're looking forward to covering Progress. And then we got Bloodsport Sunday night. We also have the interview with Big Trouble. Ben Bishop will be hitting the air in the next couple days. Stay tuned for that. What an amazing, amazing interview. Big shout out to Ben. I don't know if he's watching or if you'll ever see this, but
he's out there popping ratings on Rampage and everything like that.
That's it. So big shout out to him. What a great interview. And we got more content coming your way, folks. More shows, more members only, more. Be greedy, folks. And what a shit show this was. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm just glad and thankful you let me be the devil on your shoulder here tonight, my guy, is because boy howdy, if there's a fucking AEW show to tune into, if this is the calamity to do it. But even when the rest of them may suck, my guy, we never do. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you talking about that wrestling, you want to put that for life with it.
See you on the flip side, folks. Come back for court. Chris is going on trial. Good night.